Inviting me to rhyme. I can't hold it back. I'm looking for the line, taking off my coat. I'm clearing my throat. The rhyme will be kicking until I hit my last note. My rhyme, man, fast and that's some rhyme in my test. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing this morning? Hit y'all with a little bit of the God. R-A-K-I-M. The R, the A to the K-I-M. Because if I wasn't, then why would I say I am? It's your boy Boogotti NYC. And guess what? It's Friday. Doom. Doom, just got paid. Doom, doom. Bugatti gonna get a bunch of super chats all day long. How everybody doing out there? I know my camera ain't straight, but I want to know if you guys can hear me loud and clear. Let me know how the audio is going. What's going on, Batty Lynn? I know I got to get that camera straight. Just wanted to check in with you guys to see how you guys were doing this morning. That's right. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. Let me get that camera dialed in real quick so we can go ahead and get this show going. That's right, you guys. It's our bottom line. It's time to do what we do over here. Hope everybody's having a fantastic morning. They said that the first 3 seconds are very important. So I said, you know what? Let me give them something good for the first 3 seconds. Make sure that they get a nice intro out of your boy. Yes, but you know, without any further ado, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day because you know what? It's Friday. We made it to the end of the week, y'all. We made it to the end of the week. I hear you guys over there chirping through and doing your things on the Discord as well. Hope everybody's having a fantastic one. Y'all come on over to the show. We live right now, everybody, and it's time to get those prayers in the air. We can't wait. Just wanted to make sure that that video was straight. And guess what? It's time to get those prayers up. We don't play around. We got to get those prayers straight first. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to pray for good health. Woo, get that arthritis out of here. Let's pray for that good health. Also, we want to pray for love. We want to pray for happiness. We want to pray for peace. We want to pray for our families. We want to pray for respect and honor. And Lord, thank you for another day. We want to thank you for that. We want to pray for every single person that's here. I'm praying for Yolanda right now, Adam, or also Adam, Mark Dorfman as well. Can't forget, I see Yolanda Simpson's here. We got Jonathan Burke up in the building. Can't forget about Batty Lynn. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mark Dorfman. My brother's here as well. We got VG5P. I see Winter Risings in the building. Yolanda's here as well. My brother Sam Champion. How you doing? You got work today? Probably gonna hang out with us for a little while, but guess what? Glad you're here. Good morning and God bless you. Adam Trebet as well. Who else we got in the building? Jay Woods. I see we already got Miss Swanza's up in the building. How you doing, Miss Swanza? Hope everything's going good for you and your family. Also, Miss Keisha, thank you. Hope you're doing well. Hear that you out there driving. I know you driving, you on the road. So guess what? I'll make sure the audio is up so that you can stay tuned as well. Who else we got in the building that we're praying for? Adam Trebet. We want to pray for who else we want to pray for? Who else we got in here? Jonathan is in here as well. Want to pray for myself, Bugatti NYC. Also want to pray for Sam Champion, Mark Dorfman, Winter Rising, Colessive. Can't forget about Angels Among Us. Can't forget about Jeffrey Spilker. All of our family members that's always here. Justin, Jeffrey, Mark Dorfman as well. Can't forget about Luigi. Can't forget about Terry, Teddy. Can't forget about 55 Lisa, Coffee House. 55 Lisa, Coffee House. Can't forget about you as well. Big Bink Bong, I see you up in the building, Tony, right? And that's how we gonna do it. Amen. Almost went over time. I bet you. Look at that. Look at that. I'm ready to go. I might miss it, y'all. They're ready to go. It'll be a first. It's time to start the show. I hope you're ready, yo. Yo, 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 yo. Whoa. And we wind it up. Do. Wind it up. Do. We wind it up because it's 6 o'clock somewhere. Think it's 6 o'clock here, right about now. Do. Told you. Okay. Olay. Don't play. It's time to open up that jacket because we've been working out. Got to open that up. Make sure we get a little bit of space in there. Now we got to open up those pores. We got to open up those pores. We got to open up the. It's Friday the 19th. That's right, y'all. 2026. Said I'm your host, Boogotti NYC, and this here's our bottom line. But we be talking about this and that and chat and this and this and that. But we be talking about this and that and chat and this and this and that. Just got me lit. What's going on, everybody? It's Friday. Boom, 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 boom. Made it. Boom, 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 boom. How y'all doing this morning? What's going on, Miss Keisha? How you doing, Sam Champion up in the building? I see Yolanda's up in here, 55 Coffee House. Yes, we prayed for you. What's going on, Scooter Ginger? There you go. Your boy Boogotti NYC. It's Friday, you guys. We got a lot to get into this morning. That's right, because a lot happened overnight. Trending topics, current events, and much, much more. Hope you guys are feeling healthy and up to the chore of getting this work in this morning. Go ahead and get yourselves ready because we got a lot to get into. And without any further ado, I got 5 on it. I'm going to stack 5 videos at a time. All I need you guys to do is stay on topic, stay on point. Let me know where you're chiming in from. I love to see those flags. I actually go to your country to try to see if I can find information. Also, what I'm going to tell you guys to do last but not least, finally, do me a favor. Let's stay on topic. Let's stay on point. This way we have a fantastic dialogue. Doesn't matter what you say as long as you're respectful. How about we hold each other to that? And oh boy, we got a doozy today for the health and wellness section. Just letting you guys know we got a good one coming up for that. So try to stick around. I'm going to knock these other parts down 5 at a time. Try to really stick to that this time. If you guys can promise me to stay on topic, we'll be able to have a fantastic show. And without any further ado, let's get into these titles. Let's go. Let's get into these titles over here. We got Trump. Looks like he got a memorandum of understanding up there, holding it up. Says again, between United States and Iran. But what's actually in it? Doesn't look like too much is going on. Let's try to spell it out ourselves. What's coming up next? What do we have here? Trump, USA, and Iran. It ain't over until it's over. That means until this whole memorandum and the 14 points are actually met. This is a good starting point, but it ain't over until it's over. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because why were protesters sprayed with chemicals outside of a Minnesota court? You guys probably know about what's going on out there. Same sort of pushback that they've been having, and it's going on all over. We're going to get into that as well. Anybody from Minnesota? Let's go ahead and keep on chiming in. Last but not least on our thumbnail, what do we have here? Is who is the IT worker that opened pow pow on fellow workers in the hospital in Delaware? You guys, we've been following this story for at least about 3 days now. We found out that it was a 19-year-old IT worker who pow-powed 2 of his fellow co-workers. One of them lost their lives. The other one is in critical condition. We got a lot to get into this morning, you guys, a lot. So you know what I want you guys to do? Grab your water, your water and your tea and your 55 Coffee House from Lisa Roy, and do your thing. Double tap that screen and let's get those likes up because we got to get into some breaking news right now. It's Friday morning, but yes, we got some new information on those alleged UFC drone suspects. I got to watch my voice. I'm going to let them say what we need to say. The UFC drone assaults. We're going to get into that and see what's going on with that. The attempted attempt on many people's lives at the UFC gathering at the White House. Let's see how they handle that and let's see what's going on. You guys, it's morning time. Let's get into it. Let's go. Good morning, everybody. Let's see what's going on here. We got an alert coming right in the morning.
So now there's a manhunt still underway for additional suspects tied to that alleged White House UFC terror plot. This is happening as federal documents identify the accused ringleader as an illegal immigrant from Mexico. There's the mugshot. Here's David Splett live in D.C. And David, hello.
Well, hello, Bill. 5 are behind bars. Authorities looking for more, given that they discovered a group chat with 23 people. We have a picture of the people currently in custody facing those charges. Tyson Propper from Ohio, Brian Roa.
Now, the crazy thing about this is one of them, the ringleader, the main guy, he's an illegal immigrant who's here under DACA protection.
Michael Thomas from California, Daniel Eskridge from Missouri, who appears before a judge for a detention hearing this morning, and as you mentioned, Abraham Alvarez from Nebraska, who overstayed his visa in 2001 and is from Mexico, but he is a recipient of DACA, and that's why he is in the United States. Now, investigators tell Fox The alleged plan was to use drones with explosives to hit buildings near the event, which would force a mass evacuation, steer crowds towards a pre-staged sniper team. A quote, second wave was allegedly planning to storm the White House gate. One suspect told investigators the goal was to target capitalist elites or people.
Now, the way that they were going to go about this is was very scary, you guys, because they were really going to pick people off, like really go after people. Check this out.
The alleged plan was to use drones with explosives to hit buildings near the event, which would force a mass evacuation, steer crowds towards a pre-staged sniper team. A quote, second wave was allegedly planning to storm the White House gate. One suspect told investigators the goal was to target capitalist elites or people that receive money from AIPAC, the Israeli Public Affairs Committee. Investigators say that they have screenshots of the phones of an accused plotter that feature aerial photos and maps around D.C. discussing sniper and drone positions. Police officials, though, yesterday, Bill, here in the nation's capital, said that they are focused on all threats ahead of the events celebrating America's 250th birthday here in Washington. Watch.
Things can change, new information can come in. So we're always evaluating that. We also look at how we're deploying resources. Do we need to increase resources? Do we need to change the types of covert or overt resources we see?
And one law enforcement source brief says officials believe that they have the most imminent threat actors already charged in this case, but they do want to talk to the other people on that chat.
Hey, all right, David, thanks. David Spot with that. Dana Spot more.
Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up because we got to get some information coming in from the president right now. It's going to be some stuff coming in right now. Good morning, G-Man. How you guys doing? What's going on, 55 Lisa? How you doing over there, Juicy Juice? What's going on, Mark Dorfman? Good morning, everybody over there. Lord Pretty Fact. Okay, what's going on, Sam Champion? What was getting my coffee fast? Don't worry about it. I got him up out of there. Trust me. Don't even worry about it. I got about 17,000 suits in the closet. What is he talking about? That's why you got to get him out of there. Bow, no problem. That's why I'm trying to tell you guys, I am Lion-O, Lord of the Thundercats. You never seen this episode when Lion-O had to defeat everybody? I know how to handle this by myself. I have the Sword of Omens. I've had it ever since I started the show. And if it's not that one, it's going to be Amen by the power of Grayskull. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Come on, have a good day. Let's smile for no reason at all. We made it to another end of the week. No problem. God bless everybody here. President Trump takes questions after reporters are asked questions on the Iran peace deal. I'm going to tell you guys, I think it's a piece of a lot of stuff that's not finalized, and I think we should have finalized much more before we signed anything, to tell you the truth, because they look at that like a win-win when it comes to Iran. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's see what's actually in this thing.
Rich, you have such confidence in it, and you don't have to do any strain to the voice. It's great. So, do you have any questions first? Expect from the second stage of the negotiation from this memorandum.
What should we expect from the second stage of the negotiations is what he's asking.
60-day period or so. I think it's going to happen fairly on time. We've been both involved. I think they're going to want to get it done. Iran wants to get it done, and they have to get back to business. And the relationship is now normalized. So I think it's going to go pretty quickly. Could go faster. Could take longer too, but it could go faster.
There's so much interest in the text of the document. Why not release the
Oh,
document?
I will.
Why not release it?
Well, because I'd like to get a formal setting first before we do that. But I have no problem with that. It's a great document. Here's what it says. Iran will never have a nuclear weapon. That's what it says. It won't have one to buy, to develop. It will not have a nuclear weapon. And I would say that's about 99.9% of what I wanted, because we couldn't let that happen. You couldn't let that happen. And they won't have a nuclear weapon. Now, in addition to that.
But they are still in talks about this, so I can't go ahead and agree with you 100%, Trump. I can't do that. Brother, let's see what J.D. Vance has to say about this. Has J.D. Vance got a little bit of more clarification on this? Oh, no, we got a little bit coming more on Trump, because he talked a little more about this peace agreement. And if they don't actually get in the accord and do what they're basically saying, let's say, for instance, if they sign this thing, all of the ships go back, and the next thing you know, they start doing the same thing over again. What you planning on doing then, Trump? That's what I'm basically trying to say. Let's see what his answer is.
So, importantly, Iran has agreed that they will neither produce nor procure a nuclear weapon, neither produce, because originally they said, they talked about the that they will not develop a nuclear weapon. And some people found it okay. These guys didn't. You know,
Thanks for the new membership.
but I didn't like it. Said it won't develop. I said, what happens if they should buy? I don't know. It's pretty, very dangerous.
No,
for
RV,
somebody to
can't.
do, because whoever sells them a nuclear weapon will get nuked themselves. If they sold a nuclear weapon, only a few that could do it, they would be nuked. They wouldn't have that country long. So it's a very dangerous thing for somebody to do. But I wanted it in there. So it's develop, procure, buy, anything. And you'll see that when you see the agreement, but it's appropriate that we release the agreement. And we did send a copy to Israel, by the way. They've been a good partner. Again, I think they could do better with respect to Hezbollah. I'm not saying they shouldn't protect themselves. I'm saying when two drones are shot into the desert and dropped harmlessly, you don't have to knock down buildings in Beirut. They could behave better. And frankly, they could do a better job. I I love them as a partner. They were terrific. But they could do a much better job with Hezbollah. On that, I don't think they're doing well. And I feel very bad for Lebanon. Lebanon's been, it was a great culture. It was a great, they had the professors, the doctors.
Okay, let's go. What's going on with it? I want to break down and see what's going on with the actual measures in this deal. The reason I'm saying this is because, like, they got this memorandum that's being signed, but what's going on what's actually in it?
These negotiations.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry about that, you guys.
President Trump putting pen to paper in.
So he waited until he got there. Actually, Rubio brought him a copy of this agreement, and he signed it right there in front of everybody out there.
Inside the Palace of Versailles, signing the 14-point memorandum of understanding to end the war with Iran alongside French President Emmanuel Macron.
This was not easy.
Now, don't think that the other side is not going to try to flip this like a sign of weakness and hold it up like, yeah, we got what we wanted.
U.S.
It's just like that. You guys know how we've been following this.
officials say the deal takes effect immediately, reopening the Strait of Hormuz, allowing Iran to resume oil sales and beginning a new round of talks over Tehran's nuclear program. The agreement would also waive some sanctions and release frozen Iranian assets in exchange.
Mark Dorfman said Trump is tripping.
For Iran's pledge not to develop nuclear weapons.
Sweet RV says, did he even read the thing? Did he just sign it without reading it? What else you got? We got 55 coffee hours. Do you know what else you got? We got check your facts, Jonathan.
But Iran's agreement with President Trump includes no other nuclear commitments, just a pledge to keep talking, including about how Iran could dispose of its highly enriched uranium. Earlier yesterday, President Trump said the memorandum of understanding is not final and that he would resume fighting if Iran does not, quote, behave.
No, you can't do that because now you got the Congress that's in between that's going to be like, nope, you can't go back out there and start this thing up without any real reasoning. No one's been power that, and they just can't just do that. Watch, I bet you that's going to stop that from happening. Let's keep on going, you guys, because the U.S. basically lifted the blockade on Iran, and now the Supreme Leader endorses the direct talks with American officials. But watch the face. The way that they're holding it up like a trophy. Let's keep on moving forward. We got to get these politics out the way. And the truth is, it does affect us. Don't think it doesn't, because why? It's affecting our pockets, you guys. It's affecting us. The gas prices are ridiculous. And we pray that the food prices and our grocery prices after a while start to go down. If not, we're going to have to start a revolution against the supermarkets. Call it what it is. Let's go. We got to do what we got to do out here. Let's keep on going.
Middle East tonight, the U.S. military has officially lifted the naval blockade on Iranian ports.
This is after President Trump signed an agreement with Iran and France last week to pause the conflict and reopen the Strait of Hormuz.
But the big question now is what comes next as new negotiations begin and the clock starts ticking toward a final deal. Brian Abel has the latest from Washington. At the Palace of Versailles in France,
This was not easy.
President Donald Trump officially signing the Memorandum of Understanding agreement between the U.S. and Iran.
Yeah, but like we said, we don't. Oh, wait, man, I'm sorry. Here we go.
Iranian president also signing a hard copy. The agreement stops hostilities between the two countries for now and makes way for the Strait of Hormuz to reopen. It also triggers a 60-day period for negotiators to work toward final terms of a
Even though we just came out of 60-day negotiation term that didn't work.
broader agreement.
You know, I've seen skeptics of the deal. People say the Iranians will never change their behavior. Well, maybe that's true. And if so, they don't get any of the benefits of the bargain. But isn't it worth trying?
While French President Emmanuel Macron posting that the plan paves the way for lasting peace,
Everything I've heard about it causes me concern.
some Senate Republicans back in the States say they are unsure whether the agreement achieves the U.S.'s initial stated goals at the start of the war.
You know, the president's not risk averse. You got to give him credit. He's put it all on the line here.
The agreement also calls for the U.S. to waive sanctions so Iran can sell its oil, and commits the U.S. and regional partners to building a $300 billion reconstruction fund for Iran.
So they don't really feel like they lost too much. You know what I'm thinking? You know what I'm saying, you guys? They open back up the straits. They're getting $350 billion. And on top of that, they're going to be able to put a fee on people now. So the toll is in effect.
In Washington, reporting for 3 News.
So I don't know how you guys want to note that one, chalk that one up. I don't really see. I can't really stack our wins right now when you think about it. What are our wins out of this? I don't know. I got to be honest with you. I'm telling you straight up and down. I call it as they tell it, and I'm not going to make anything up. Because if so, Boogotti, where are you getting all this information from? Exactly. I'm not going to tell you, hey, they gave us 17 ponies and a midget. They didn't give us nothing. I don't hear anything. I'm sorry. We got to keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's double tap their screen and get those likes up. Because what you're seeing behind you is Ukraine as they launch major drone ADVERTISE, I had to do it that way, on Russia. That's right. Iran, #1. Russia, #1. US. Remember Nikolai Volkov and Ivan Putski? Y'all know nothing about that. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. They hit a Moscow refinery yesterday, and several fires and casualties happened, you guys. Y'all remember what I'm talking about, right? We got a bunch of WWF fans in here.
It is one of the largest Ukrainian trucks.
No, but I want them to see how that one got hit in the air and still came down and managed to set fire. So if it's too low and they wind up hitting it with a counter missile or something like that, it's still going to be able to do damage because it still has everything on it. So when it lands, boom, it's still going to do that. That's why it's good to try to get it from far. Once they start breaking through the security areas, it's really hard to defend yourselves, and you got to be really careful because once they fall, boom, because that's what they have on them. So let me show you exactly what I'm talking about here. They're going to catch this one in the air, but the problem is it was too close to civilization. So it came down and still made a lot of destruction at the refinery. Caught it.
It is one of the largest Ukrainian drone attacks on Russia's capital yet.
But it's still loaded, you know what I mean?
Moscow's mayor says close to 200 Ukrainian drones targeting the city have been shot down.
So Ukraine is sending like 500 drones at them at a time and just trying to get to their refineries and going straight at Russia right now. Can't say that Ukraine is losing.
But several have made it through. Moscow's largest oil refinery in the Kapotnya district appeared to take several hits. An explosion at one of the silos sent its lid flying into the air.
The entire lid of the silo flew up.
Hit too.
Do you see that?
President Volodymyr Zelensky
Need you guys to understand something what we're talking about here. These aren't Godzilla. These aren't like, let's say, buildings that are toys. People live inside of these buildings. Doesn't matter what their race or their religions are. Don't care what their country is. People that are innocent, that have nothing to do with this, are being affected. This is the part I'm talking about. Let's get back to that other building. We don't know how many people was in there or what's going on with that. First, it's okay. And that's why I was telling you guys about the destruction afterward. Because you'll see like a bunch of rubble and not realize there was 10 minutes ago, it was fine. Let's go.
2. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky has praised his military, calling the strikes a just response to Russia.
You see that, Floyd? That's Ukraine.
Refineries in Russia's Rostov region have also been targeted. Energy facilities have been under constant threat, with Kyiv hoping to incapacitate a major...
You're right, Jonathan. Exactly right. You're right.
Attacks come as President Vladimir Putin begins...
Now we're playing those WAR games, Jonathan. It's just like... I'm glad you said that. Oh, Jonathan, you on point crazy. Stick around. You're going to see something crazy when it comes down to the next type of drones I'm telling you guys about. How about an unmanned drone ship? I mean, a boat, unmanned. Oh, what? I'm glad you said that. This is the future of technology. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Like I said, I don't see Ukraine actually losing so bad to Russia right now. Once they got that drone factories going and started like building up on their drones, they have almost unlimited amount of drones in Ukraine right now, and that's a major threat. Yes, Russia may be strong on the ground in certain places. Those drone attacks now are being sent directly over to Russia. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. We got another panic that's going to be erupting over here. I want you guys to see this situation right here. This is a continuation because it's crazy how these people are living directly under this. This stuff going on around on top of these people's heads. I'm talking about something I can't even tell you guys right now. It's like surface to, we're going to see that right now. Surface to air, trying to get those drones out the air. I'm talking about crazy. I don't know if you have to close your screen or whatever like that, but I want you guys to see the actual warfare besides what I just showed you. I got one more clip I want you guys to see coming in from Ukraine and Moscow, what's going on right now as panic erupts among residents at a Ukrainian drones pound a shopping center. They're running around the shopping center, and it seems to me like they're getting used to all of this stuff going on around them. But remember, if it falls, something can happen as well because it still has something on it. Boom, boom, boom.
Videos circulating on social media show Ukrainian drones striking a shopping center in Russia's Moscow region, triggering large fires and significant damage to the facility. Footage captured from nearby residential areas shows explosions followed by thick plumes of black smoke rising above the site. Residents can be heard reacting in panic as drones fly overhead and impacts occur in the area. Ukraine launched a massive drone attack on Russia on the night leading to June 18th. Sadovo Shopping Center and Moscow Oil Refinery were among the facilities hit in the drone debris.
It's yesterday. Keep watching. Watch how close it get. They're trying to get them out the air. They can't get it though. So watch this one. Watch what they do to try to get it. That was a surface to air. They're just running around laughing. People driving on the highway. Everyday life going on. It's like a movie. Yeah, we pray for Ukraine, all the civilians, all of the innocent people, all of the children and the elderly, as well as the families that have absolutely nothing to do with this. We pray for Moscow people too. We pray for Russia. We pray for every single person. Again, it's nothing about all these urban areas. These are not the people that we should be. They should be striking at, but they don't care. All they're going after is numbers, and I got to say that about both sides. Want to pray for these people and hope that real WAR comes to an end, where there's like thousands of people losing their lives every week. Going to pray for those guys as well. Amen. It's not the fact that we're Christians or whatever over here, you guys. We're Christians over here. We still have to pray for people as well, and hopefully they can come. They can have better lives as well. That's what makes you a real good Christian, caring about other people and having consideration. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's get on over to Washington. Just in, we got a suspected UFC drone attacks attempted. Is this the same one we're doing again? We're not doing that again. Let's get on over to Vienna. Uh-oh, I'm not talking about the sausages either. I'm talking about somebody, we got to get off of this war stuff. That's enough of that right now. I want to bring you guys a little bit of clarity and a little bit of understanding. So I'm going to bring somebody in that I know you guys love. I'm talking about all parties included. You really miss her, and I know you want to know what her views are. That's right, none other than Dun 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 dun. Dun. But I think people want me to make the collard greens. So, sometimes I make so much, I have to put them in the tub in order to clean them. None other than Kamala Harris. Let's go, you guys. We got a situation where she speaks at the climate initiative in Vienna and says Trump has not made a real deal yet in talking about what she would have done if she had been the president. That's right, Madam President, that didn't make it. What do you think about this situation right here? Let's go. Let's see what she has to say, guys.
Well, gas has not been cheaper for a lot of people this year because of the war with Iran, which has been one of the biggest energy stories of the year. First off, if you were president, does that war even happen?
So are we going to have this conversation? I'm happy to.
Sure. Yeah.
First of all, this is a war the American people did not want. This is a war of choice. This is a president who has proven himself to be entirely self-indulgent. And we will see what happens in the coming hours and days in terms of the negotiation. And really, it's a concept of an agreement and where it ends up. But there is no question that there's a direct correlation between this war of choice and what has happened in terms of gas prices. It is estimated the average American has spent since the war started $500 more because of this war. And I will add to that number to put it in context. The average American is $400 away from bankruptcy for any unexpected expense. So $400 of an unexpected expense could result in bankruptcy for the average American. And this war has resulted in $500 more.
Could have been your president, y'all. I know a lot of y'all feel sad about this situation because we have everybody in the building. We have Democrats, Republicans, independents, and conservatives. That's why we love all of our fan base. We love all of our people here. That's why we show you all of your favorites. We make sure that everybody gets their fill.
Of expenses, a large part of that because of the gas prices going up.
But to be clear, if you were president, you'd never start this war.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And let's be clear about this. Let's be clear about this. Thank you, Tim. Let's be clear about this. Whatever is being negotiated, this president is going to declare victory and will end up where we were after the JCPOA and call that a victory. The JCPOA that he withdrew from.
See, all of you guys, you see what I'm saying? That could have been her and Tim. And Tim's track record. Tim's doing a hell of a job over there in Minnesota, isn't he? So imagine these two instead of who we have now, you guys. Let's keep on moving forward. I just want to know your opinions. Let's go. My ears, magic gas prices are deadly, though. You're right about that. I don't care what she says. Well, we dodged a bullet. Let's go. What else you got? My gas and food is still cheaper than when Biden was in office. There you go. As it was getting crazy when he was in there, like he wasn't even paying attention to it. What else you got? My cranium hurts. I don't buy stuff like I can't afford. More word salad. Somebody said, I feel like a salad all of a sudden. Now I get what you meant by that. That's a good one. Thank you for having us back when it comes down to that David Brown 73. Let's keep on moving forward. We got a new situation over here. Oh, God, I'm glad she's gone. I felt like she was behind me. Let's keep going, you guys, because we got to get on over to America. Now is an unmanned drone boat. Who was talking about the way that we're going to have to be going, that we're going to be having war games, and it's going to be like with drones? Not just drones in the air, buddy. This is the drone boat that I was telling you guys about. And this unmanned drone boat just pulled off a military first. It went and saved those two pilots that was pow out of the sky. Let's go, you guys. We got a lot to get into, so I'm not going to be stopping so much, but I do want to bring you guys this heat. Check this out. You ain't going to believe this. No, it's going to go over here, and then I'm going to come back to that. I'm going to play that one as well. Let's go.
New milestone, modern warfare, drone boats that can deploy into military action without putting service members in danger.
So you don't even have to have service members on these drone boats. You can just send them out on missions themselves. That's a dope. I like that idea right there. That's a really good idea.
Saw in action sort of about a week ago. Brooke Taylor live in Austin, Texas with an exclusive look at the company that's making it happen. Brooke, what you find out?
Hi, Bill. Well, a drone boat exactly like this one helped carry out a military first. They operate completely autonomously, allowing the military to carry out these dangerous rescue missions without putting additional Americans in harm's way. Now, Fox News got an exclusive look at it in action. The Corsair here was used. Somebody said, "Who's that?" M. Shouty. I'm about to put forth $100 bills in my put the fourth $100 bill in my gas tank this month. I hear you about the price of gas, folks. Yeah, that price is up. Do me a favor, you guys. Don't even worry about these people who are trolling. If they really looking at as trolls, you guys, even if you don't have gloves, Liberty's here. I ain't gotta say nothing. How you doing this morning, Liberty? I think we got a little bit going on in the comments that they need to be attended to, and I'm hoping that you're having a fantastic Friday. How about everybody say hello to Liberty and Justice who stepped in the building? Lara Croft is here. So all of the drones, all of the trolls, beware. Let me get back to what I do and let them do what they do. I want you guys to understand that this is a really good thing right here because now soldiers don't have to be deployed to go save people on a battlefield, which is in the water. I like this idea right here. They went and got those two pilots that were pow-powed out of the helicopters this way. To rescue two American pilots after their Apache helicopter went down near the Strait of Hormuz, marking the first publicly known rescue mission involving a U.S. military drone boat. And it was built by a defense company right here in Austin, Texas.
The U.S. military does not leave people behind.
I like
We're
that.
able to rescue them with an autonomous platform without putting additional sailors or soldiers in harm's way.
I like that.
That is a massive, massive accomplishment and opens up a lot of capabilities for commanders moving forward.
The CEO of Sorrel. No, we don't ignore them. We let them stick out and then we go and we get them out of here. We got to get all of the trolls out. They can't hang around. Stupid questions and dumb stuff and jokes and all of that. Stupid stuff about all of that. We getting them up out of here. We ain't playing around with that. We don't want those weeds in our garden. You guys get what I'm saying? We want to have nice flowers and fruits and things that are growing very well and understanding. We want to have a clean network here of good people. Don't feel bad about getting rid of those guys. They don't care. Onyx says instead of relying on remote operators controlling every move, these vessels can be designed and assigned a mission and then carry out autonomously. And you could also do more than one vessel at once. And here's what's next for them. The Mirage, it's a 52-foot autonomous ship, more than twice the size of Corsair. It can travel further, carry more, and stay in the fight longer, opening the door to bigger and more complex missions.
China can outbuild us 230 to 1 in terms of shipbuilding capacity. What that means is you actually don't have a deterrence in place without the types of capabilities that we're building here at Strong.
Yep. I like that idea, especially it already actually worked. They went and saved people with it, and it actually worked. So yeah, just want to tell you guys a little bit more about this. You like that drone, that unmanned drone, right? All you got to do is program it, and it goes and does missions by itself. That's fantastic right there, guys. What's going on, Jelena? What's going on, Scooter? I see AZ up in the building. Roxanne, how you doing? Good morning, you guys. And do yourself a favor right now. If you have not subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? We're working on 74,000 subscribers. That's the number that we're shooting for. It's going to get us right there, and then we're going to have a little bit more to get us to that 100,000. We're knocking at the door already, you guys. We're knocking at the door of that 100,000. We only almost got that 75. Then we're going to have 25 more to get after that. Oh boy, are we going to be happy once we get that silver plaque behind us. Doesn't really mean anything, but it means a lot to us because we worked really hard for it. Tell you the truth, we should have had it by now, but you know how they are. But that doesn't have any effect on us because we're still number one host and the number one co-host and family on YouTube, period, hands down. It's our bottom line, me as well as you guys. And thank you so much. Be safe today, everyone. Lots of celebrations going on. We already know how the youth are acting these days. Here, pow pow's going off, and I'm going to add the rest because that went out really quickly. You guys, yes, be very careful out there and make sure that you're paying attention to what's going on around you. And yeah, stay blessed up. God bless you. And thank you so much, Shannon. Everybody else, do what Shannon did. I really appreciate it. it. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. I want you guys to see what's going on over here because we do have more information on the suspected UFC error plot ringleader, and he is an illegal immigrant. Let's go.
Now confirming moments ago there was suspected ringleader accused in a plot to carry out a mass casualty attack on the UFC event at the White House last Sunday is an illegal immigrant, Abraham Alvarez, a 31-year-old from Mexico, who came here as a child, overstayed his visa, and then allowed to stay into the DACA program during the Obama administration, the so-called Dreamers. Former FBI investigator Bill Daley joins us now. Bill, this is a hideous plot. It looks as though there's some type of military in the background. It seems as though they've had a few phases to it, and now we find out an illegal is behind it. What's your conclusion?
I kind of summed up with probably three words here: chilling, stunning, and certainly gravely concerning. Brian News indicated that this individual, Alvarez, who I believe went by the handle as the Shepherd in this online chat through this encrypted app, was here overstaying his visa. We know that
Casey.
9/11, there were at least 5 or so of those hijackers who were here in the country who also overstayed their visa. So what have we not learned since that time? Brian, there are a number of different facets to this story, and a couple that kind of jumped out at me, which are really significant. First of all, these were not just kids.
Who that right there? M. Shouty, if you ain't got papers, GTFOH. What's going on, Casey? How you doing, Rob?
Kids fantasizing about a destiny down in their basement playing video games. These were people who were from 19.
And yes, thank goodness for his mother. She saw straight activity turned him in. There you go. Let's get those likes up, y'all.
Who got together on an online chat. And at this point, there are 5 who've been arrested. There are apparently 23 people in total who are on this chat. And they all came up with a sinister plan to attack the White House and the UFC event.
So here's what we know. And they wanted to go out and start with attack drones. They also wanted to stage a fake protest. And then once the attack drone hit and panic would ensue, they were going to storm the gate. And then also have snipers up high for when people tried to flee, they'd be gunned down. Does that strike you as something sophisticated?
It certainly does. And at this point, it's also suggesting that this was a low-cost, high-impact type of plan. If you look at it, the cost to assemble perhaps drones, we should buy a hobby.
I need you guys to understand what they were really trying to set up here. I hear what you guys are saying, but what if they would have pulled it off? Thank you so much, Peace and Tro and Poetry Pop. I appreciate the 5 on it. You understand what we're dealing with right here and how they trying to get their piece from us. So yeah, family, unity, respect, you guys. Thank you always for showing support. God bless you guys. Let's go.
Shot. The weapons that were acquired, which we believe were already acquired through some photos that were released by the DOJ in some of the indictments, is that this was not something where you could kind of follow the money, as we would say in some larger terrorist plots. These were people kind of operating kind of below the radar, if you will, and coming up with a plan that would perhaps, if this case, Brian, if it didn't happen at the UFC event, these people could have gone on and be planning something at another event.
Yeah, because they wanted to do this in waves, and like waves, when people start running, then they do something in that location. Do it in a wave. Then when people try to go in the train station, do it. You know what I'm saying? Start something up over there. That's why I'm so glad that this was prevented. Why do they all look insane? Because they are at Azagoth. Peace and Poetry Pop. Yes, it's a poet. Yes, I'm a poet, and I pop when I recite poetry. Okay, cool. What else we got over here? Peace and Shannon. They had a legit plan, just too stupid to pull it off. Great job, Mama and authorities. That caught them. There you go, Shannon. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right there. Let's stay on topic. That's what I'm talking about. Let's keep on moving forward, because what you're looking at behind us is these protesters that were sprayed with these chemicals outside of the Minnesota federal court building. I think it's bear spray if you think about it. But I know one thing. They got a lot of activity when it comes down to a lot of fighting back, a lot of peaceful protesting. And again, you guys, there you go. You got some gift memberships popping up. Look at Alvin Booker right there. Thank you so much, Alvin Booker, for looking out for the fam. So if you guys ain't got gloves, you might all of a sudden get a glove. Look at that. Peace and Poetry got a glove. Be careful out here, because some of these people are trolls now. Be careful. Still give up the love, but watch them. Now we got to watch some of these fools, because they might be a troll and have gloves on. So watch the gloves that are trolls too, because sometimes they might slip through the cracks. And what YouTube does when you do those gifts, you guys, is they randomly select people. I know you wish you can give it to certain people, but that's just how it is. That's what they do. Wanted to bring you guys up on that. Let's get on over to Minnesota, and thank you so much, because I'm sure many people that really wanted to be a member have gotten that, and they're going to be able to stay membered up because you started them on the wave and part of our family. And guess what, you guys? You know, Liberty always says it. You look so good in green and with a glove. Let's keep on going. Let's go. It's like, why is bear spray the new thing? I mean, I'm literally considering buying myself some bear spray. I don't got no, Smokey the Bear or Booby and Yo-Yo around here. But Boo Boo and Yogi around here. But in New York, why not? Might as well walk around with some type of protection. That might get you a block or something distance. Look at orders over there. Said I got 3 cans. Thank you, Peace Pop. God bless you. Yo, that bear spray is crazy, man. The only thing worse than that is like what? I think the bear spray. I think you guys are right. The bear spray might be worse than pepper spray. Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate that, Peace Poetry. I want to say that Winter Rising, if you spray somebody with bear spray, not pear spray, I get what you're saying. Is that going to be misdemeanor or assault or felony assault? I'm gonna tell you like this. I'd rather be able to be safe and get up out of there. If they're trying to do something like rob you, whatever like that, or something crazy, and you happen to catch them, hey, let them go ahead and press charges. Let's see who's gonna get away with that one. Let's go. Say it loud, say it clear. Immigrants are welcome here. Say it loud, say it clear. Immigrants are welcome here. We got paid to say this stuff. We just pulled up off the bus. See our signs so similar. We're getting paid and we're gonna go. Come on now. They got the orchestra going on. They got all the same signs. And you guys already told me about the what? Paid protesters, right? Y'all already put me onto that stuff. That's why I wanted you guys to see this right here, because I was waiting for you guys to pop up with that. I knew you were gonna come with that soon. But you're right. I can't say you're wrong. I know you put me onto it. I didn't even think about it. That's why I go get it now. Let's keep on moving forward. You guys double tap that screen and get those likes up. My coworker's mom is coming up on her trial. She burnt a husband. What? Are you serious? That's crazy. Look at that. Sorry, not sorry, morons. Say it loud, say it clear. Immigrants, get the fuck out of here. I like that one, Shouty. Shouty done flipped it already. You need to be a writer. You need to get with the writer. Shouty says, say it loud, say it clear. Immigrants, get the up out of here. Look at that. Real people have to go to work. Look at that. You're right. Let's keep on going, y'all. We got to get on over to Moscow where we got these firefighting helicopters that prove helpless during these Ukraine drone strikes. I'm mixing it up, you guys. I'm mixing it up because I don't want to just keep it on one topic. I do want you to see the destruction. So don't just think Ukraine is taking this WAR lightly. Seem like they're a hard adversary to fight.
A Russian firefighting helicopter was seen dumping water over a large blaze sparked by a Ukrainian drone attack, but the effort appeared insufficient as flames continued to engulf the area. The fire followed one of the largest Ukrainian drone attacks on Moscow and the Moscow region on the night leading to June 18th. Among the targets was the Moscow oil refinery, while debris from intercepted drones struck the Sadovo shopping center.
One thing I have to say about Ukraine is they're very strategic. They just hit one of the leaders. They're going after refineries. They're going after where these guys have sources of monetary at, all of their sorts of minerals and funds and things. Ukraine is a healthy adversary, boy. That's a big fight right there. Let's go. They have the motivation and the fighting and their rights to exist as a country. There you go, Scooter. I'm in Texas, aggressive ID theft and highly priced commodities. I'm in Texas. Aggressive ID theft is high price commodity. Well, just to come out real quickly and let you guys know, I got a ping on my phone yesterday. All of a sudden it said, "Bing, late fee for your rent." I said, what? What are you talking about? Late fee for the rent? I sent the rent out already. So I said, you know what? Let me go look at the check. I looked at the check. Boom, Kenneth Reyes in Virginia, Capital One, actually added a little bit more monetary to it and was able to successfully cash Bugatti's rent check for this month. I put that check in the mailbox at the post office myself. We did that same show yesterday where I was talking to you guys about, I'm telling you guys straight up and down, caught me yesterday. How did I find out? Because of the ping. So what did I do? Luckily that I did it early. I called my bank. What's going on? They asked me 10 questions. These questions were such things like this. Does the signature look the same? Couple of things about the checks. Myself, just to let you know, I only sign one check a month, and that's because the management only wants to take checks or money orders or Zelle. Imagine me Zelling the wrong amount of money to the wrong Zelle number. So I went and did the check thing. Long story short, they got me. They got me, and they got me right out of the post office. Understand that. That means that somebody that's handling those checks in these post offices, you guys, I'm not going to say allegedly. I'm a victim. I do not have to say allegedly. Somebody in these post offices is stealing. And there's somebody that's in there, they're sorting the mail, throwing them checks on the side, and guess what they're conveniently doing? They're doing it around the 1st and the 3rd of the month. Then when I go to the bank over here at Chase, I tell her, I don't know what's going on. Can you believe this was happening? She said, hold on, don't tell me. She said, your check got stolen and somebody put it in a different account. I'm looking at her like, abba-dooba baba beeba. Come with me in the business account area. Boom, get on the computer. Now I got to change all my information, my routing number and everything. Why? Because they got the account number now off the check. They got the routing number off the check. They changed the amounts and all of this stuff. They literally washed this thing. Luckily, my bank said, you know, we see that this is fraud. You'll have the monetary back in your account in 2 days. We apologize for the inconvenience. Okay, great. After I wipe my eyes, because I'm a punk, and I was like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? There's still a lot of money right there, and whatever the case may be, I felt like affected by this thing. But I got to be honest with you, I feel really good about the bank that did that for me. A lot of you guys don't like this bank. I'm talking about Chase. You guys don't like Chase, but they actually came to my aid yesterday, put the money back in my account, and they were very good about doing it. 10 questions made a lot of sense. They said, you know what? That's not your signature. You only do write one check a month. And we do see that the amount was different. So don't worry about it, Mr. Not telling you that part, but we'll make sure that you put the money back in your account. So woosah, it can happen to all of us. Be careful with those checks. Now, taking the cash straight over there. Boom, give me a receipt. Straight up and down. I'm not even playing around no more. Imagine me zelling the wrong number. Or how about, hey, it's in the account now, you zell it. If it goes to the wrong place, you did it. You get what I'm saying here? Let's keep on moving forward because now we got to get into some doom, 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 doom. Y'all know where we going here because we all for this already. And I got to get that beat going. So I'm going to need a couple of people in the background to hit me with the drum roll. Y'all ready? Are we doing this? Yes, we're doing this. Are we doing this? Yeah, we're doing this. Doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom. Ice, ice, baby. Get him! Watch your head. We're doing all emotions right now because this is what we want. This is what we want and what we need. Got him! North Carolina, Queen City. ICE arrests a South American foreign Brazil terrorist. Can't say that word, it's not my fault. Gill's gang leader, I probably can say that, was living illegally inside of Mooresville. So that means we had a gang leader that was living right amongst us, you guys. And this wasn't no small, petty gang leader. This guy was the dude. He had a big crew and he left where he was at overseas and to come hang out over here. Had his wife had her all nervous. A lot of things I can't say, but they can. Let's get on over to Mooresville and see what's going on with this.
Multiple terrorist organizations was caught in Federal authorities say a South American man who is a known leader of multiple terrorist organizations was caught in Mooresville during a traffic stop last week. He is now in custody awaiting deportation. Queen City News reporter Matt Stell talked with the Iredell County Sheriff about the chaotic arrest.
This guy is no friend of America or our citizens nor anybody else in this country. So it makes all of our communities safer. It makes North Carolina, it makes the rest of the country safer.
Iredell County Sheriff Darren Campbell says a traffic stop near this intersection on Williamson Road and River Highway in Mooresville last Friday helped get a notorious South American gang leader off the streets. Homeland Security had been following the location of Felipe Linares de Oliveira del Aquila, the alleged former leader of two well-known gangs.
This fool got like 6 names. Mama always said, watch out for somebody with 2 first names. But man, I heard at least about 6 names just now. What's your name again, bro? Hold on a minute. Let's get it all.
Homeland Security had been following the location of Felipe Linares de Oliveira del Aquila, the alleged former leader of two well-known gangs.
He got 5 on it.
Designated by the State Department as foreign terrorist organizations. Authorities say international warrants were out for Aquila, who was in the country illegally. He had been living in North Carolina for some time, even though it's unclear when he first arrived in the States.
He said, Scooter says brother has not washed his hair in 10 months. He is looking kind of Crabtree and Evelyn on the top of the head, ain't he?
Federal officials say through intelligence, they learned that Aquila was holding his wife against her will and was preparing to flee to Mexico. On Friday, Campbell says his deputies, alongside Mooresville police and federal agents, finally located Aquila.
I don't think he ever seen nobody, didn't know we were actively looking for him. But once he seen a car, he got uncomfortable. And of course, we were already in position to do the arrest.
Authorities say that's when Aquila crashed into stopped traffic, jumped out of his car and tried to run, but was eventually caught. Inside the vehicle, officers discovered a gun, cash, laptops, and at least 8 cell phones. Gang experts say this
Scooter says I can smell him through the phone.
2 organizations that Aquila is accused of leading are considered some of the largest in all of South America.
They traffic drugs. They are involved in human trafficking, human smuggling, contraband, local drug peddling, etc.
Stephen Dudley tells us the groups typically have a small presence in the United States and that Aquila was likely here trying to build a cover.
Why does he look like something out of Addams Family? Just keep reminding me of Addams Family, like Uncle Fester or something like that. It's something that he's reminding me of that was a monster or something.
The States has a big appetite for drugs. There is a lot of money laundering that happens in the United States.
As of now, Aquila is still in custody here at the Iredell County Jail, facing a number of federal and state charges, along with a deportation order back to South America. In Iredell County, Matt Stell, Queen City News.
Well, I'm glad they got him off the street, especially if he was going to be capable of doing all of that crazy stuff. And he already had his wife by the, you guys, so you know what I'm saying about that, right? Luckily, they got him. Hopefully, they get him the GTFOH. That's right. We want him up out of here, too. Let's go ahead and double tap that screen and get those likes up, you guys. And give me all the money in your pockets right now. Give it up. Give me everything. Or what you could do is pick up your phone that you're watching the show on, if you haven't already, and let's double tap that screen to get those likes up. Or you can just use it to send a cash app. Let's keep on hustling, man. We got to go. We got bills to pay over here. They stealing checks. They got a lot of stuff going on. I may have to fall back on the donations this month. I'm serious. It's getting rough over here, you guys. You see, I'm telling you, it's real out here nowadays. No one is off limits when it comes down to getting it. So you guys, if I'm telling you myself, I got caught out there. You guys, please be extremely careful. I'm supposed to be the one that's leading by example. I never thought that I would get caught like that. When I saw that name on that check, I said, man, I know what this is already. And I was just like, boom, 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 boom. Not because of the money. I was really saying, what is the bank going to do behind this? And when they did it and they honored it, I was really surprised. Got to be honest with you when they honored that. Now, let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because, you know, we got some lawmakers that are telling Democrats to kick rocks because of who you're looking at right here. What do you think about Elon Musk? I know you're probably like, oh, he's a trillionaire, blah, 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 and certain things. Or maybe there's a lot of people that feel like he should be paying more. You know what I'm talking about? The trillionaire luxury tax now. But one other thing I did want to make a focal point about, you guys, is how do you feel knowing that the people that helped out to start his business and worked with him in SpaceX, they actually cashed out like millionaires just by actually investing in the company. We're talking about janitors and stuff like that. How do you feel about that part about it? Let's keep on moving forward. Let's see what we got going on over here.
And that was Democrat Senator Raphael Warnock criticizing Elon Musk for becoming a trillionaire on paper, saying this is a structural problem, not talking about the bigger structural problem. U.S. debt blew up to $38 trillion on Congress's watch as Democrats want to slap an unconstitutional wealth tax on Musk in the upper brackets that violates the Constitution. They just want to take that wealth away. USA Today says Musk is an American success story. Joining us now from House Energy, Congresswoman Kat Kamek. It's good to see you, Congresswoman. What do you make of this? Democrats want to make this a midterm issue. Do you think voters are going to agree with Musk or Warnock? Or, what about the $2.4 trillion in U.S. wasted overpayments since 2003 that Musk has been talking about?
Well, it's good to see you, Liz. And well, let's be honest, the leftists and socialists have not met a tax that they didn't love. But while Bernie and Elizabeth Warren and Senator Warnock want to talk about helping everyday folks, Elon Musk is out there actually doing it. More than that, he just made 4,400 regular folks millionaires. And that was everyone in his company that helped him build that. And it was everyone from the lunch lady to the cafeteria to the janitor and everyone in between. That is the American success story. Because
Now, what if your boss makes you a millionaire? Would you actually like him? Would you think he's okay?
in America, we reward success, we reward the risk, and this nonsense about we're going to take your money that you have rightfully earned, that's just theft. And there's not a single nation in the world that has ever taxed its way into prosperity. And so I think the American people see that. They see what Elon Musk has built, what he has done. And they're going to tell the leftists, the radical leftists and socialists, they can go kick rocks in November. It truly is an American success story. We should be celebrating it.
And don't let them even think about running for nothing. They're going to be like this. If you think that they let Donald Trump become president because of his business mind, man, listen, Elon Musk better never say he thinking about running for president. I'm telling you, you think he going to need any campaign funding? You think that he'll be able to be influenced? You get where I'm going with this? Ooh, imagine that, owning all of that. What would it be like? Oh my God! Imagine if Elon said, "You know what? I want to be the president when he retired from work. Just go ahead and become the president." Could you guys imagine that? Let's keep on moving forward. Let's keep on keeping on. Let's go on. We got some situations over here. Cause guess who's back? Doom 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 doom. Wonder Woman. I know you guys don't like when I call her Wonder Woman, but that's who she looks like to me. I used to watch it back in the days. And if she put on the suit and the outfit, you guys know who I'm talking about. Who looks like Wonder Woman nowadays, you guys? I'm gonna ask you guys. Am I wrong about it? Who am I talking about? And who do you think right about now looks like Linda Carter? Thank you so much for saying the right name. But who looks like her? Not Kamala, you're right. Who looks like Linda Carter right now, aka Wonder Woman? You guys know what I'm talking about. You probably don't like her and you don't want to say it. But who? Who's the woman right now that looks like her? Not Tulsi. You're close though. Tulsi's more like I would say, Storm from the X-Men. That's what I would say, because she's got the white streak. I think that's very pretty. Nope. You guys gonna give up? I'll just say it. You're right, that one lady, so but say her name. There you go, Brad. You could have almost won something if I was going to give it up. Just make sure you spell it with a K the next time. And if you guys think I'm wrong, tell me in the comments. It's okay.
Mineral exploration company Novared Mining strengthening leadership team with a White House.
Now, I feel pretty bad because of the fact that, she got bussed down to this job. He got her out there looking for minerals and rocks, y'all. She can't be the boss no more when it come down to Homeland. But she out there looking for rocks and minerals.
Addition. Shield of the America's Special Envoy Christine Ohm is here, and she is joining the company in an advisory role to expand its mission to advance critical mineral exploration using artificial intelligence. The Trump administration working to develop more domestic minerals to power the American economy and not rely on China. Join me now in this Fox Business exclusive. It is the Shield of the America's Special Envoy and Nova Red Advisor.
Not her husband. They're actually going through some stuff where her husband is a drag queen, and he likes to get dressed up. You're talking about the other person. You're talking about Tulsi Gabbard's husband is the one that's suffering from cancer. You're right about that.
Christy Nome. Christy, great to have you. Welcome back. Thank you, Maria. Congratulations on this. Tell us more about what you're doing.
Yes, and gold and gem and fossils. Yes.
Very important company in Canada that is doing exploration for critical minerals in a new way. They're using AI to go out there and put data sets together to make sure that we're locating the kind of rare earth minerals that we need in order to secure America's future as well. We currently do bring in about 17% of our critical minerals and copper from Canada. We want to continue to build on that relationship to make sure we're doing business with those that are closer to home.
Jonathan says she'll be pumping gas on the turnpike next week.
There are friendly countries in North America. Yeah, I mean, look, the need for critical minerals is not lost on anybody. We understand the fact that China does the extraction and then the refinement of these minerals, which are so needed because we're using those in the military. Yeah, the vast majority of the refining gets done in China. And so we're
Yes, 55. Her husband is the one that was dressing in her clothes. For real, right.
dependent on some of those critical minerals in the United States. A lot of it comes out of Chile as well. And so we're going to continue to build on relationships to make sure that we're addressing that and bringing that refining capabilities back here at home with the resources that we need to build on some of the initiatives that President Trump has been so aggressive on. You know, he has been aggressive on making sure our supply chains are secured. We're not vulnerable to other countries who aren't friendly to us like China, and that we are standing on our own 2 feet when it comes to our critical infrastructure. So
I tell you one thing, she looks much different since we used to see her. She looks like she's aged a lot. She looks like she has a extreme amount more makeup on. Never really seen her looking like this, you guys, gotta be honest with you. I paid a lot of attention to Chrissy back then. Hope everything's going on with you. I know you're going through a lot with her family and her husband and stuff like that. You know, he down with the BWC. You know what I'm saying? Down with the broken wristed click. He got to be down with the broken wristed click. You know, he got that board up under there, duct tape still makes it bend. I don't know. Can't help some people. They just want to be down with that. They want to be down with the broken wristed click. Electrical wiring is outrageously overpriced. You're right about that. So is actually wood, nails, as well as drywall screws. All of that stuff is expensive now. It went up triple the prices. But as long as we don't do anything about it, as long as we don't say anything about it, as long as we don't boycott these places, they're going to keep on doing what they want to do. We can't wait for the administration to start getting the bag of potato chips to get to the right price. You're buying you're buying a 50 cents bag of potato chips at those corner stores, and you're paying $3 for them, and you're okay with it. I just don't understand it. How about boycott? Nope, we're not paying for this. Start writing letters. You know the name of the company? Write to Wise and all of those companies and say, hey, you know what? We're not dealing with this crap anymore. Because if not, we're going to have to deal with the same thing. Because if nobody's paying attention, they're going to keep on doing it, and it keeps on getting worse. Let's get on over to Central Park. And where is that at? New York. And if I can make it there, I'll make it bum bum. Anywhere, it's up to you, New York, New York. But not if you're riding on the Central Park horse. That's right, you guys, horse and buggies, horse and carriages. My horse and carriage is for hire, senorita. We're not talking about that. We got a situation in the park, and we're not talking about the horse that lost his life. We talked about yesterday from eating in the bushes. We're not talking about that horse. We're talking about another situation where we have someone who is a novice who should not be a carriage driver, who made a major mistake. One thing you never do, you never get out of that buggy and you never not leave that brake on, and you never just get out to take pictures. That's part of the job and the description and the law. If you're driving the horse, you don't get out, you don't park them, you don't do that. You keep on going until you got to get to your destination. You don't let the people say, can you take a picture of us? And you get out, and the next thing you know, the buggy's going crazy. And now, because of this, an 18-year-old passenger has lost his life. That's right. Buggy went, the horse got shocked and spooked some kind of way in Central Park. Next thing you know, just starts flying. Stupid buggy drivers trying to chase the carriage. Too late. it flips over after crashing into another buggy. And the 18-year-old that was aborted while him and his mother was in there, you know, like Laura coming down the hill and like the family in Mankato. Yeah, the boy lost his life. The 18-year-old lost his life. This is in Central Park, days after the horse just lost his life as well. Now we're really thinking that this needs to be over. This is enough already.
Year-old dies after falling from a horse carriage while riding with his family. The Central Park Conservancy says this is the first human fatality from a horse carriage accident in Central Park. And as Addie Guajardo reports, the carriage driver has now been suspended indefinitely. Dramatic video shows a carriage horse racing uncontrollably through Central.
I want you to pay attention to this part because you can see him trying to catch it. Fool, you ain't catching no horse.
Park. We pause the video before it appears to show two family members fall out. Oh. A video from a second location captured the moment the carriage collides with another carriage and flips over. Are you guys okay? The scene left park visitors in shock. One described the family members injured. They were distraught. Police say the accident happened on Wednesday afternoon near Tavern on the Green. Fire was there, the ambulance were already on the scene, and they were actually trying to get him into the ambulance already. Officials say
you're not catching no horse, but no regular human legs. Are you stupid? What was he thinking? You don't get out the buggy, period.
An 18-year-old teen was rushed to the hospital where he later died. According to Transport Workers Union Local 100, the carriage driver was taking a picture of the family on the carriage when the horse sped off. The union says a driver is not supposed to leave the carriage to take photos and release a statement reading in part, "We are devastated that a passenger died." This is now an emergency. Adita Burdenkrant, the executive director of NICLAS, an organization advocating for riders' law, a bill that bans horse carriages in New York City, says it's time to fast track the bill that was recently reintroduced. Anyone who's blocking this is gambling with lives.
You're right about that. Horses are pretty, but they're skittish and they urinate and doodle all the time while they're walking. It's funny. Be like this. Tail be swinging and everything, trying to smack the flies.
Zorn Maldani released a statement reading in part, "I've been clear about my position. It is time to end the horse carriage industry."
It's true. It's true.
I don't really want this to happen to anybody or to any horse in Central Park.
TWU says a horse involved known as Samson has been retired and the carriage driver has been suspended indefinitely. He's very, very shaken up that he's just beside himself. This marks the second carriage horse incident.
He's shaking up that he's besides himself.
So far this month. Police sources tell us the family is visiting from India. Reporting from Central Park, I'm Addie Guajardo, CBS News, New York.
Man, that was crazy right there. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up, you guys. Let's go. Let's go. We also want to pray for the 18-year-old that lost his life in this tragic event right here. We got to pray for the 18-year-old who's not even thinking about anything like this happening. They came to Central Park. They were looking at the sights. They wanted to get in the carriage. They were trying to experience the time of being there. Next thing you know, look what happens. Inexperienced drivers and sadness. I'm just so happy that the horse didn't get hurt as well. I want to pray for the boy that lost his life. Just pray for the family as well. We ask that today, Father God. Amen. Situation is crazy, you guys. Let's stay on topic and let's stay on point, you guys. Let's go. Central Park was once a large black community. Yeah, if you get caught between the horse and New York City. Yeah, what we got? We are a lot of we have a lot of the Amish in my town and act like they own the road. Yes, Lord. We hear hear our prayers, Father. Amen. Yeah, that was a sad one right there, you guys. Let's go. Let's keep on moving forward. If you have not double tapped that screen already, what are you waiting for? If you're new here, come on and grab that membership. Hit that subscribe button down there, and after you hit subscribe, hit that arrow that says all. It'll let you know when we're on. Also, give me all the money in your pockets, or you can just pick up your phone and you're watching Our Bottom Line right here. Oh, okay. How you doing, Faye? I see you just left a message. Then do this right here while you're watching. Boop, boop. You double tap that screen, and that's how you like it. Many more people see that because YouTube sends up a signal because we're rocking over here. educational show, as well as politics and much, much more. And we got a lot to keep on moving to. I don't want to go over today. I'm going to stay on topic. Let's get on over to Delaware, where we got this alleged Wilmington Hospital power that did the powing in the workplace. The 19-year-old IT worker, he powed two of the people that he was working with. And one of them is no longer alive. The other one is in critical condition. Let's get on over and see what's going on with this case.
Just into our newsroom, police in Wilmington have just identified the suspect in the deadly hospital shooting. This is 23-year-old John Wallace Bay, who police say shot two hospital workers yesterday. They're his co-workers. We've also just learned that both victims were 19 years old. One of them has died and the other is in critical condition. Police say Wallace Bay opened fire inside the hospital around 3:30 yesterday. Law enforcement sources told us that the suspect was a temporary worker there who shot those two co-workers. He was arrested in Philadelphia late last night, now facing several charges, including murder and attempted murder. Wallace Bay is waiting to be extradited now from Philadelphia back to Wilmington.
You got on pajamas, but give me those slippers then. Give me your slippers. Come up out of those slippers. I like the fluffy ones. Let me stop. Want to pray for the guy that lost his life in this tragedy. 19 years old. You talking about wilding out at work, talking about going postal, you guys. That's it right there. Someone lost their job, came back and took it out on his coworkers. That goes to show you can't even be safe at work, you guys. When they have a bad day, some people want to take it out on you as well. I'd like to pray for the recovery of the one person that is in critical. Hopefully they find a way to finally get into stable condition where they can bring them to a point where they can make it out. I want to pray for the person that lost their life as well, because 19 is such a young age to lose your life. There's so much more that life has to give. And that's why I pray every single day and thank God to make us as every single day that I'm able to be here, even through the bad times. We want to say thank you, God, Father God, for our lives here, and pray for the person that lost their lives as well. Amen. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. We got to get on over here to Silver Springs. As a matter of fact, no, let's do this one right now. This is crazy. I don't know what happened to this guy in Los Angeles, but this cell phone video is going to show you a Simi Valley Target situation where this guy just starts whooping on this lady inside Target. I'm talking about he starts going off and just boop bap, boop bap. He walks in Target, minding his business, Scooby Dooby Doo, sees the lady, two-piece in a biscuit, starts getting her. Then he starts around her neck. Another lady starts trying to help her out. Nobody's really helping this lady until another lady sees it. And then finally, they start getting some help. This guy goes outside and starts trying to fight the police. I'm talking about they got some real crazy people out here.
Well, terror inside a Target store. Cell phone video shows customers fighting off a man in the clothing section after police say he choked a woman in the checkout line in a seemingly random attack.
CBS LA's Joy Benedict live outside the store in Simi Valley with the Good Samaritans who jumped into action. Joy?
Yeah, guys, I mean, this is crazy video. It's a crazy story, and it's absolutely terrifying as we all go about our business shopping every day. But police say this was, in fact, random. The attacker was just released from police custody 2 days before. Heart-stopping video as a woman is attacked in a Target store.
Are you okay?
It happened Wednesday evening in Simi Valley. Within a matter of seconds, other shoppers got involved.
He was choking her. Now she's almost dead.
This woman came to help first, but was quickly thrown off the attacker. And that's when two men jumped in and fists started flying.
We ran over to the actual incident and we just see one lady on the guy's back and then him just choking out another lady.
Andy Garvey is in the blue shirt. He didn't hesitate to get in.
No, give us some names of the trolls. I can get rid of them myself. What's the name of these trolls? Tell us what the name of the trolls. Uh-oh, Liberty's here. Okay, I don't got to deal with that. Liberty, get him, girl. Do what you do. I'm sorry. My bad.
Involved.
He looked homeless. He had like the most bloodshot demon eyes I've ever seen. He was definitely on something.
Behind the camera, Garvey's 15-year-old son.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Garvey was giving him them hands, yo. You seen Garvey? He was giving him them hands, yo. Garvey could scrap.
who started rolling and protecting his 4-year-old
What's Garvey?
Imagine someone being behind you, choking you out. And she was even saying that she was trying to scream and no one was coming over.
Police
Crazy.
say the attacker entered the store around 6 in the evening.
How you gonna just come in the store and start randomly choking somebody? And then when that ended, he walked up on a 16-year-old that was minding his business, looking for something on the shelf, hit him with the 2-piece and the biscuit.
Randomly picked out a woman and started choking her by the checkout counter. After the Good Samaritan got him off her, witnesses say he wandered to produce and attacked a 16-year-old boy, but Garvey had followed him.
And there was a 16-year-old kid that had his back turned to him and had no idea. So then he started attacking him after the 16-year-old. And then I jumped back in it, started fighting with him again in the street, threw him down, broke it up.
That is when police arrived. The suspect, identified as Rajion Tabor, was thrown to the ground and arrested. Police say he had been released from custody on Tuesday after being arrested back in March for indecent exposure and assaulting an officer. Thankfully, the woman originally attacked is expected to be okay.
This fool been locked up for 6 months, get out in 2 days and already start acting up.
Her family friends took her to the hospital.
As for Andy Garvey, he had just a few scratches.
I'm very proud of him.
As his son and many here are thankful no one hesitated to get involved, as they know this could have ended differently.
Because if he did not get involved in it, who knows what could have happened. Several people, including the police officer, said that the original victim could have died from being choked out if we didn't show up there in time.
His pops had them hands on him. You see how he was chasing them too? Boop, boop, giving them biscuits.
Now, police tell me that that suspect was actually out on probation because of those charges from back in March. As for the victim, we're told she was taken to the hospital. She stayed overnight for observation, but is now resting at home. And as for Target, they tell me they do have security video of the incident. They have handed over police, and they are cooperating with this investigation.
You guys see that? I like what somebody called out. He was in the women's clothing section too. He knew what he was doing. That's right. They always try to go for innocent victims, you guys. They always go for the innocent. I want to say thank you that it was somebody there to actually protect those ladies, because it could have been much worse. Like they said, that if he would have stayed there for a little more longer, she would have probably not been there, because he was around her neck. Pray for the family as well, you guys. We got to keep on moving forward. This is crazy. I don't even understand what's going on over here, because this is somebody that's supposed to be like a pillar of the community in Silver Springs. Come on, you guys. Anybody know anything about Silver Springs? We got a man who was, that's right, you guys, for allegedly number 6 assault. And can't nobody believe it, because he's a pillar in the community. Watch this, you guys. Let's go. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up if you appreciate the content you're getting today. Also, if you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for?
Head of a local training academy arrested, accused of rape. Detectives searching for more victims tonight. Plus, new fencing is going up at the park directly across the street from the White House. The reason behind that move. And have you seen them yet? New delivery robots are now hitting the streets of Arlington.
No, we're not doing that. We're going ahead with it.
Say they, for more than a month himself in it.
Sorry about this.
Good evening. The man turned himself in this Sunday, but this investigation has been going on for more than a month now after a woman says she was raped inside this building. Neighbors we spoke with say they are shocked to hear the news. Here's the property manager of the building where he had the academy.
Good morning.
The news, I was very devastated because he was a really nice guy, very humble, down to earth, and he wants to help the community with the academy training he has.
So he has a training academy and he did this.
And we're actually putting words out for people to come and train with him. But when I heard the news today, I was really shocked.
Here's the suspect we are talking about, 58-year-old Dr. Melase Semen. You're looking at his mugshot right now as he faces charges of second-degree rape, attempted rape, assault, and sex offenses. Now, take a look at his headshot from the website of Fano Training Academy, which has since been disabled since this morning. It says Semen is the president, CEO, and lead instructor at Fano, which offers specialized courses in things like CPR, AED, and life support training. The landlord of the building telling us the business just opened at this location on Fenton Street in Silver Spring a few months ago. A lot of neighbors have been taking classes. Montgomery County Police got a call from a victim saying the alleged rape happened on May 5th at the training academy. The victim telling detectives she and some men were the only ones in the office around 11:30 in the morning. She had been enrolled in a course to become a community health worker and had been called in to discuss a possible job opportunity. But that is not what she says happened next. Instead, she says the man tried to kiss her, undressed her, penetrated her without consent, and while she was telling him to stop. Now, detectives are worried there may be other victims out there.
Anyone who may have encountered the suspect and had an experience with them where they didn't feel it was right, we want them to come and talk with detectives, and the detectives can talk with them and we can make a determination, and they can investigate and see whether or not a crime was committed.
Sedan faced a judge earlier this week. He is currently being held without bond. Potential victims can also call Crime Solvers if they want to stay anonymous. Kenneth?
Yes, that is the rich part. I know some people that are from Silver Springs, and yes, they're a little bit spoiled as well. I ain't even going front. One of my friends, her mom is a doctor and obstetrician, and she's got her own practice out there as well. I want to pray for the person that was R-worded. I want to hopefully that she gets through this and gets through the mental anguish as well as the physical that she has to deal with. Anyone else that was probably subject to this monster's hands and what he did, I hope and pray that they do find the energy and the strength to come forward, because hopefully that will keep him off the off the streets for much longer, so that he can pay for his crimes. I want to say thank the Lord for making sure that these women stayed alive and are able to be able to tell their stories. And we're going to pray for them that they get much more strength throughout their lives and throughout their journeys. Pray for their physical as well as their mental. Amen. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because it's not just about the physical, it's the mental too. A lot of people don't want to go back to work. A lot of people are scared to be in a room with men and something like that. A lot of things happen from people once they deal with situations like this. Now, you guys, just like the people are stealing at the post office, oh, don't think they're not stealing at the FedEx. You didn't get that package? Oh, yeah. Don't think that it might not be the driver. We got this driver in Palm Beach who, instead of him dropping off all of the packages to Walmart, he was doing a little detour. Let's say he had to drop off some packages at Walmart. He would keep about 15 or 20 for himself. And he's the FedEx driver selling stuff at a thrift, not thrift shops, but what he was doing was like selling stuff on the weekend, out on tables and stuff like that. Come on, you guys. Let's find another one. We found another one. This one is actually a driver who they set up. He got busted in a sting. Let's go.
Well, a local FedEx driver now accused of stealing shipments for nearly a year. He was caught red-handed. The driver is now under arrest after deputies say he took thousands of dollars worth of high-end merchandise from his delivery truck and
This is the driver.
sold it on the streets. Investigators say that the shipments were supposed to go to a Walmart.
Flea market. Yes, Shannon. Yes.
That's where CBS 12 News reporter Antoinette Delville is joining us tonight live with how investigators finally were able to catch this guy. Antoinette?
Yeah, deputies say Walmart staff here had their suspicions for months and began investigating. And yesterday they caught him using tracking devices.
They put tracking devices in the packages, y'all.
FedEx trucks are constantly going in and out of this distribution
Amazon too.
Beach. But deputies say not all packages were always delivered.
That's not acceptable.
FedEx driver Jose Ruiz Collazo was arrested Wednesday.
Look at his mugshot. Don't look too happy right now, huh? Marketplace account on froze right now.
After investigators say he stole more than $18,000 worth of merchandise.
Wow, that's a lot of money lost.
Items he was supposed to drop off at the Walmart on Belvedere Road in the village of Royal Palm Beach, but never made it to store shelves.
That's very, very bad. For the people at Walmart and the customers that raises the prices.
According to the arrest report, the thefts date back to July of last year and were uncovered after Walmart launched an internal investigation. Investigators say the company hid tracking devices in packages to catch Ruiz Collazo in the act.
Got him!
Wednesday, they say he delivered part of a shipment, then drove off with items still on his truck including iPhones, AirPods, and diamond rings.
Set them up. iPhones, AirPods, diamond rings. They knew he was going to take the bait.
Investigators say the FedEx worker came back here to the distribution center parking lot about 2 miles from the Walmart. That's where they say he took several of those tracked packages from his delivery truck and put them in his own car. When he tried to leave, deputies moved in and arrested him.
You know, glad that like something was done about it, and hopefully that would like teach other people as well, like not to do stuff like that.
Ruiz Cuellar later admitted to stealing the items, telling deputies he either sold them or shipped them to Cuba.
That's not the right way to do it. It's you purchase or buy. You do not take or steal.
I'm Robin Hood. I'm trying to save my people in Cuba. You see what's going on out there.
And FedEx sent us a statement saying following his arrest, Ruiz Cuellar is no longer working with the company. He's being held at Palm Beach County Jail on a $36,000 bond. We're live in Royal Palm Beach. Antoinette Deldo, CBS 12 News.
It's just that everything is barcoded before they put it in the boxes, even dumbass. Yeah, so they set him up lovely. We got a sad situation over here. You see her over there. DeVay Chase, The Ring, Lilo and Stitch actress, dead, lost her life at 35 years old, you guys. 35 years old. So sad to see such a beautiful, such a young person lose their life. 35? And it wasn't because of drugs, you guys. They had to do it like, stuff going on with her body. Her boyfriend had a little bit of statements, a couple of statements about her life and things that she was trying to do. They actually tried to set up a GoFundMe, like to bury her and things like that as well. It's not that easy being an actor or an actress out here, you guys. Trust me, I've tried it before. It don't make that much money. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go.
Perfect. She was real. I think a lot of kids can relate to her. DeVay Chase, best known for her role in The Ring and as the voice of Lilo in Lilo and Stitch, has died. She was 35. According to a GoFundMe set up by her boyfriend, Roy Hernandez, DeVay died of meningitis and several serious blood infections after weeks in the hospital. When we met, I promised to protect her and give her the love and comfort she deserved, Roy writes. Together, we found moments of happiness and hope.
Want to sit on my lap? You can tell me all the presents you want. Come on, sit on my lap. Come on, how can it hurt? Sit on my lap. I said, sit on my freaking lap.
The actress made her TV debut as a terrified 8-year-old on Sabrina the Teenage Witch before quickly breaking out on the big screen as Jake Gyllenhaal's dancing little sister in Donnie Darko and as the murderous ghost girl Samara in The Ring.
This is where you guys know her from. Samara in The Ring.
You know, it was really fun because most characters for kids, they're just like happy-go-lucky. And Samara, she's breathing. It's pretty cool. A role that won her Best Villain at the 2003 MTV Movie Awards.
You realize everybody's going to be afraid of you now.
Yeah, a lot of my friends are like, oh my gosh, I can't even look at you like as soon as I see the movie. Right. And I'm like, well, you are DeVay, son. You're my friend, right? You're not Samara anymore, right? DeVay will also be remembered for voiceover work. Ever since I was little, I've watched anime movies, particularly Disney anime movies, and I just always wanted to be an anime character. The preteen impressing audiences in the Oscar-winning Spirited Away. There must be a mistake. None of these pigs are my mom or dad. None of them? Is that really your answer? Mm-hmm. Oh, you're right. Just months after stealing hearts the world over as Lilo in Lilo and Stitch. Dad said Ohana means family.
She's your age, sweet tea.
Ohana means family. Family means nobody gets left
behind
or
forgotten.
That's right, you guys. DeVay Chase gave us great movies, gave us Lilo, gave us Stitch. Lilo, gave us Samara. Want to pray for her and her family as well as her soul. Great things that she's given to us. A phenomenal actress, phenomenal child actress as well. We want to pray for you and hope that you've been accepted into the great pearly gates of heaven, you guys. As you know, Just this one story right here, just so you know, had nothing to do with D-Rugs. This was something that seems like it has something to do with probably hereditary, like someone saying in the comments. Want to pray for you and thank you for all that you've done for us. Amen. Let's keep moving forward, you guys. Let's go. Let's keep on going. Double tap that screen to get those likes up. Just so you know, at the same time, right now in Los Angeles, in the hospital, we do have another one of our old school celebrities, Corey Feldman, who's also checked himself into the hospital. They were doing a Stand By Me reunion. The guys probably finished 2 days ago, and Corey had just reported that they finished the reunion. And yes, he just checked himself in due to health reasons. Corey Feldman, stand by me. Praying for you as well, brother. Hopefully you get strong and you can get out of there as well. I like your movies and stuff as well. I like Corey Feldman. Not so much the music and all of the crazy gyrating, but I like the movies and stuff, definitely. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because you know about these 4 men who are former mid-state prison officers. They've been accused and arrested for the DEATH of Messiah. You guys remember this case right here? You remember it. Now they're finally getting sentenced for it. Let's go.
Legal road for 4 former guards at Mid-State Correctional Facility coming to an end today. News Channel 9's Lindsay Peters explains why today was about more than just individual sentencings.
The sentencings mark the latest step in a case that has drawn statewide attention and raised serious questions about.
That's right, Winter. That's right. Oh no, not Corey. That man is a hero. He told everybody years ago, but they were ignoring him, Winter, weren't they? Remember that, right?
Accountability inside New York's prison system. One by one, the defendants learned their fate. Former correction officer Craig Klemek received 9 months in the Oneida County Jail. Joshua Bartlett was sentenced to 1 year behind bars. Nathan Palmer avoided jail time, receiving a 1-year conditional discharge. But the most closely watched sentencing of the day belonged to former officer Caleb Blair. Last month, Blair pleaded guilty to first-degree manslaughter in Nantui's death, avoiding a trial. His attorney told the court Blair had shown remorse. While the judge agreed, he said those remorseful feelings came far too late.
Would agree with Mr. Sullivan that we were probably the only person involved in this case so far that has seemed to show any remorse. So those types of feelings had come through on March 1st, that maybe you wouldn't be here, and maybe the rest of these individuals wouldn't be here, and maybe Mr. Nagi would be alive today.
We understand that you're showing remorse now, but if you would have showed that remorse on the day of March 1st, maybe this person wouldn't have lost his life. You know what he about to get. The judge gonna give him probably the most he can.
Before the sentence was handed down, the judge gave Blair one final opportunity to speak.
Mr. Blair, is there anything you'd like to say before I sentence you?
The judge then imposed the toughest sentence handed down in the case so far.
It will be the sentence of this court for the defendant's conviction for manslaughter in the first degree, for to be sentenced to an 11-year determinate sentence in state prison, followed by 5 years of post-release supervision.
Thomas Eck is the last defendant to be sentenced in this case. He pled guilty to offering a false instrument for filing. His sentence is scheduled for July 7th. At the Oneida County Courthouse, Lindsay Peters, News Channel 9.
Don't pay to do corruption and beat up on prisoners and stuff like that, huh? See what happens, you guys. Let's go. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. We got more to get into. It's Friday. Doom, doom. Just got paid. Doom, doom. Friday night. Boom, boom. Send in super chats. If you're feeling right. I'm just messing with you guys. But you know what I would appreciate? If you can double tap that screen and get those likes up. Gets more people over here to get the word out, to see more stories like this one that's coming up, you guys. Like this one. Let's get on over to this. Oh boy. And it never fails. Never fails in Miami, you guys. Anytime you want to find something hyped up, want to break it up a little bit, something crazy, type in those 5 letters, M-I-A-M-I. Because what are you going to get? You're going to get a story like this. This naked man that's been accused of breaking into houses and stealing from people. Let's go. This is so funny because he's getting chased by the security while he's buck naked. What's going on with this craziness, you guys? I'm telling you, Thank you, Miami, for never failing when it comes down to the surprise, to the information, y'all.
A bizarre scene on Miami Beach. A man running from police at a temple. But here's where things get even stranger.
That's right, because that suspect found naked inside a short-term rental where the day before expensive equipment was stolen. NBC6's Steve Litz is digging into the strange chain of events.
Well, you see, he was naked because he didn't want to leave any fingerprints.
Is there a connection or just a coincidence that a man running wild from police at a Miami Beach temple was involved in the theft of thousands of dollars worth of broadcast equipment?
Tried to grab him from here.
Joshua Estevez, the security guard at Temple Menorah near 79th Street, first spotted Christian Diazmore roaming the temple grounds Monday afternoon.
And they were swimming. There's 4 minors, 3 little girls and a little boy, and their moms were outside. So I told them, you need to go inside. We have a crime scene about to take place here.
Police found Diazmore naked inside this short-term rental unit a few blocks away from the temple. Era nuestro momento. The exact place where journalist Leo Ortiz was staying. He's from Spain and covering the World Cup for Spanish language media and had his broadcast equipment stolen out of the unit on Sunday. When police
How they let you stay naked for your mugshot? That's crazy.
went to investigate Monday, they found Diazmore naked inside. He ran out a back door, found some red shorts, and then led police on that foot chase.
He even punched one of the detectives. He wrestled his way, and then he landed right where I told those people to go inside. He landed inside of there, and I said, "Oh my God! If those kids would have been in there with their mom, another scene. We would have had another scene."
He probably found them kids' shorts and put that kid's shorts on, y'all.
The officers eventually caught Diazmore. He's in jail, charged with several crimes, including battery on a police officer. Temple Menorah has been a fixture here on Miami Beach
Said bro even messed up dyeing his hair.
for years, and it's been all quiet over the years, pretty uneventful until Monday when that man ran onto their campus. There is no information that he is connected right now to the theft of that broadcast equipment, but police are investigating this one.
Oh man, see what he was trying to do. He didn't want to leave any fingerprints. He said, you know what, I'm gonna go in there naked. They ain't gonna be able to leave no prints. They ain't gonna be able to know who I am. And then when he got started chasing him, found them little boy shorts and put them on, running around with some swimming trunks on, being chased by the security, y'all. That was crazy. Good morning, everybody. It's Friday. Let's keep on doing what we gotta do. Let's get on over to New York, where if you can make it there, you'll make it bum bum. Anywhere, it's up to you. New York, New York. Let's go on and get into it, you guys. We got some crazy activity that went on yesterday after the parade. Oh yeah, you don't think that we had some activity going on out there after you see people climbing buildings, climbing poles, climbing scaffolds? You know we had to have some of the youngins acting crazy. We had some 2 youngins pull out the pow pows now downtown New York in Times Square. Let's get into it, you guys. Let's see what's going on with this with the pow pows in Times Square.
Some breaking news now, a scare in Times Square after shots were fired. This happened around 4 p.m. at 40.
Now keep your eyes on the area where it's highlighted at. You see the guy with the t-shirt back there and all of that? Yeah, he's the one that got the pow pow, plus another one over here. Don't even care about all of the people around. They don't care. They don't care. Let's go.
2nd Street and Broadway. Earthcam video shows 2 suspects highlighted there at the bottom of your screen running out into the street. They pull out weapons and open fire. The suspects in the crowd take off running. Dozens of police respond to search for the shooters. Investigators say a juvenile is in custody and they recovered 1 gun. The search continues for the 2nd suspect. No one was hurt. Naveen Dhaliwal is at the scene gathering more information and will bring you any updates as soon as we get them.
Yes, they said, somebody said there was a bunch of Spideys out there climbing buildings like crazy. I was like, wait a minute, how the hell did they get up on that scaffold up there? They couldn't get in that building. They literally were climbing the scaffolds in order to be able to see the parade, you guys. That was crazy. And of course, we're going to have a couple of stragglers and a couple of bad apples that happen to attend as well. That was them. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because it's not over. We got the property tax situations that's going on, similar to what happened to me. You guys, they're now looking at your property tax checks. That's right. They know when you're sending them out. In the same way my check got attempted to be stolen yesterday, and lucky Chase replenished it. Thank you, Chase. I'm going to keep on giving you praise. I don't care what people say. They were able to give me my money back. So, hey, maybe you should deal with Chase. I got a situation over here where these tax payment turns into check washing nightmares. So you guys, if you're trying to pay your taxes on your home, you better make sure it's getting to them because they're finding ways to wash the checks and do other things out here. It's crazy. They got me yesterday.
If you send a check to somebody and they say they never got it in the mail, the next best step is to put a stop payment on it before it gets cashed fraudulently. That's what a couple in Queens did when the city never.
But that doesn't mean that you're going to be able to stop payment on it all the time. Sometimes I try to put a stop payment on one check and they said that after a certain amount of time, the hold comes off of it and certain banks might still take that check. So guess what? Yeah, be careful, you guys. If you lose your check, you're really in trouble.
Received the property tax payment. But then the check got cashed anyway for almost an amount 4 times higher than what it originally was written for. This was clearly a job for Nina Pineda and 7 on your side.
It made no sense to me. I mean, anyone could see it was completely altered.
Joe and Margie Quintero have seen a lot since meeting at Macy's.
And I'm talking about this is a bad version of a bad check, you guys. I'm talking about a bad copy. I'm talking about not even attempted to make it look right.
While in high school 57 years ago. But what they saw changed on their check was eye-popping.
All of our printed information that's on the check was crossed out and rewritten. And our address was rewritten, but another phone number was rewritten.
They retyped it with large type.
And rewrote it in pen.
Originally made out to New York City for quarterly property taxes on their Flushing home, the amount of $2,500 was changed to 4 times higher.
$9,995.
Made out to a Michelle instead of the city with a memo of physical therapy sessions.
Be careful if you're using your checks, you guys. They're washing the checks. Or what they're doing is they're washing them and make a copy of them. Because all you got to do is take a photo of a check now in order to upload it to an account. And what they'll do is, like this guy Kenneth Reyes that they used for my check, they probably stole Kenneth's identification and his name. They probably opened up a Capital One account that can accept fees, they can accept monetary, and they got a card, probably a mobile card, right? So now what they're doing is they're just getting checks, writing this guy's name on these checks and depositing them, and they're getting the money. Luckily, they know about this situation that's going on, and I was even able to find out some more information. I said, so what do you guys do? You're going to prosecute them? Said, not really. What we're going to do is get in contact with that bank, which is Capital One, because they owe us money now. Let them go after him, because they're the ones that we had to honor the check coming from them. You get what I'm trying to say? So it's a lot of backtracking that goes on. Then I was like, yeah, well, don't the police get involved? The lady at the bank says, yeah, we got about 10 complaints in the last 2 months about that specific post office that you said that you mailed your rent check into, but they're not going to get involved until it's thousands of dollars, and then it might be the postal inspectors or the FBI. They wait till it gets to a certain amount of money, you guys. So it's crazy. Let's go.
But here's the kicker, the check, pieced together like Frankenstein, was dead and then somehow brought back to life. The Quinteros say they immediately put a stop payment on that check back in November and got confirmation in writing. Yet somehow it was able to be cashed the day before Christmas Eve.
I called about a dozen times. I keep getting passed from one person to the next. No one really can help you. And everybody says the same thing. We understand. My response was, no, you don't understand.
Yeah, they was telling me that in the bank yesterday. Oh, can you sit down? We're going to have somebody come talk to you in the business section. I'm like, yo, how long? A half hour. I said, what? I was just sitting there all nervous. I just called the number on the back of my credit card. And I just started talking to the people. They hooked me up with another lady. And she said, you know, I do have after a while when I was talking to her, she said, I have the authority to yay or nay this claim. So I'm like, oh my God. I'm going to ask you 10 questions. She asked me a lot of questions that made sense. And after a while, she came back and was like, okay, I've determined that this check was stolen and we're going to put the money back in your account. You should have. I was like, oh my God. When I found that out, oh boy. Now, what I got to do? How I'm going to do this? Because the checks ain't no good anymore because the account number has to be changed and the routing number has to be changed. So you mean to tell me What I said, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go put the money in the account because I don't even put a lot of money in that account. I'm not gonna lie. I'm old school. You know what I'm saying? We got the around here with the safes and all of that. We're gonna put just what needs to be in the bank, just in case they want to get, all of a sudden electronic or whatever. We got the safes over here. You know what I'm saying? Long story short. So what we put in there, what we need to be put in there. So we're gonna take we're gonna take our dough, we're gonna go ahead and put some money in the account. And now the building management, I don't know why. They're telling me that they only accept money order checks or Zelle. Oh, so now you want me to send Zelle to the wrong number? How about this? Here go my phone. I'm standing right next to you. This is the amount. You put the email address in there and you push the button. If it don't go to the right place, you did it. I'm going right to the rental office just like that. Straight up. Oh, is this the one to send it to? You do it. And from now on, I'll be sending it that way. I think that's probably the best way to do it. You guys probably direct deposit or Zelle, or Chase actually has another way where you can have them send checks for you directly from Chase. Just to let you know that. They just told me about that yesterday. Let's keep going, you guys. We got to protect ourselves as much as possible. Any of this information that's helping you guys, please let me know. If you have any added information that can help us out, let us know. We're sharing right now. Let's go.
I got bills that I have to pay. I need to have this money in my account.
Margie handles the taxes for their business. Joe is a fine antiques dealer who buys and sells rare glass, like these Tiffany lamps. But the business came to a halt. They were locked out of their checking account because of the fraud investigation.
We have my pension check going in there and my social security check. So, and I couldn't take that money out.
After attending
So if you want to pay bills, but you got your checks going directly to that account, while that account is under investigation, you have no access to your dough. That's another thing. Now, how about what I got to do now? All of those accounts that I have directly that's set up to that account, I got to recontact those companies, give them my new bank account information for the company to be able to get get paid or whatever. So it's a whole bunch of stuff that we got to go through. But you know what? Money's back in the account. We got to do what we got to do. No problem. Sometimes we got to do what we got to do. But we got to constantly stay on these situations here. And it's not like before where you can just send a check out and leave it out like that. You actually should track that check. 2 days, 3 days. Watch the activity. Why, Boogotti? Because the faster you report a stolen check, the faster your bank can get on top of it, and you got a better chance of getting your money back because they'll be able to do something about it. Case in point, why I was able to get my monetary back. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go.
the investigation dragged on for 3 months, the art aficionado asked us to appraise the case.
I was frustrated and I had seen you on TV. We watched Channel 7.
G-Man.
It's 4 times a day,
Yeah.
And so I decided, I'll reach out to you.
We paid a visit to the branch and presented all the evidence on that bad check.
You solved it in a day.
It's incredible.
9,000.
So this is my problem here. You understand what I said? They was dealing with this. They were talking to the bank and they weren't getting any help. That could have happened to me yesterday. That could have happened. They would have been like, oh, well, we're going to work on it. We're going to investigate. Luckily, they took too long. I didn't. That's why you got to go immediately as soon as you find out about it.
$995.
Wow.
Yeah. Call Nina Pineda if you need 7 on your side.
Oh, yeah. Group hug. In Flushing, Nina Pineda, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
Yeah, but I'm so glad that they were able to get their money back. But you notice they've been trying to get their money back for over a month and a half, and the bank was giving them pushback, right? Luckily, she went in there and got their money. Much different than my case, just like a stolen card. That's what I had to do, Boogotti. Look at that, G-Man. Yep, I don't like that. I don't like that how banks gonna hold your money. That's crazy. I have 10 years of discovery research protecting myself. Supposed to be, I bought a truck, defaulted 19,000, don't drive. Want your chat to stand out? Become a part of the Our Bottom Line family. Become a member at $3.99. Your name will look great in green. Definitely will. Support your favorite show. I thought it was $2.99. Okay. $3.99 is not bad. I thought it was $2.99. I tried to make it as cheap as possible for you guys because I know there's a lot of broke people here. I don't mean to call you guys out, but man, woo! I don't mean to diss nobody, but who all these other people? What's her name? The one that I talk about all the time, Candace Owens. Man, I need some of those people over here. I saw her one day, $50, $20, $30. I'm just like, damn, how many bills can I take care of with that? Man, I be done took care of the light bill. I be done took care of this. But hey, we still thugging it out over here, you guys. Gotta do what we gotta do. But we appreciate what we do get. You know, everything that we do get, we appreciate it because we do know it's hard out here for a pimp. Just wish we had some more people. Where's Harley at when you need him? Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go. I want to tell you guys about road rage. I want to tell you guys to be careful about it. And we talk about it all the time. It's a part of health and wellness. Yep, I'm going to add it to the health and wellness segment. And I'm not going to do it now, but I feel like road rage needs to be added to the health and wellness section because it goes against everything that we're about when it comes down to health and wellness. It drives your anger. It makes you go into a whole nother different demeanor. It changes your attitude. It spikes your adrenaline, and it probably gets your blood pressure boiling as well. Everything against what we're about over here when it comes down to health and wellness. That's why I think I'm going to put road rage inside of our health and wellness segment. Let's keep on moving forward because the police want to warn us about road rage and videos surface about what's going on out here. I want you to see this because not only could you be hurting yourself because of traffic if you get into if you get into road rage, you could be getting yourself into life-ending situations where the other driver may have a weapon, or you could be struck by another vehicle. What about a passing 18-wheeler because you want to get out and take a tire iron out your back, out of the back of your trunk and break somebody's window? It's not worth it. Most of the time when a lot of things happen, a lot of negative things happen, we make the wrong decisions is because we're making the wrong decisions because out of anger and out of not thinking about things. You guys know that's something against health and wellness as well. Look at this semi as he's traveling down the road, and luckily he had control of his semi and was able to stop before this stupidness started. Watch what happens here, you guys. No audio. No audio. Just watch. They're already getting into it up there, back and forth on the road. Now we got this situation up here. We got a guy coming up. He's going to try to make it around. Boom, almost. Okay, because these two guys want to get into it. Now, not only are they getting into it, he's in the lane, but that doesn't mean that you can't still get hit. That does not mean that he can't push that car door open from the inside and send him into that lane where traffic is still going. Pay attention to this, you guys. Check this out. Now he's punching him through the window, pushing the door. They're getting out on the highway. So he gets out, boom, breaks the back window, period. Back window's broke now. So the other guy's getting out. All during the time while trucks and cars is passing by. This is crazy. Look at this. Okay, got you, Shannon. Thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate your love. Now you see this FedEx trucks driving by, got a semi behind you, all of this other stuff going on over here. Now both of you look stupid because he got a broken window. He tried to set it on him, but he got the tire iron, so he's scared to go step to him. So what does he wind up doing? Taking a picture of his license plate, probably to make a complaint later. Stupid situation. Be careful when you're driving. This is the reason. You never know. You're not gonna be paying attention. Oh, you stupid mother. Yeah, and you're out of there on the hood of a Peterbilt. Exactly. Be careful out there. It's never that serious. Just double tap that screen and get those likes up if you appreciate the content that you're getting. And if you're not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Become a member. Also, double tap double tap that screen, get those likes up. See that subscribe button down there? Hit that and select all. Let's keep on going, you guys, because now we got to get on over to I'm going back to Indiana. Well, we got a man who was accused of carjacking a DoorDash driver. He's only been out of jail for 4 days. You guys heard what I said. He has got locked up, and I hope he don't get out. And the charges that he got locked up for, having a machine pow. Yeah, you guys, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Soon as they let him out, 2 to 4 days later, they're not even waiting no more. No week, no month. This one 4 days later. Let's go. Let's get it in Indiana, y'all.
At 4:30, a food delivery driver is carjacked at gunpoint on Indy's southwest side, leading to the arrest of the 17 and 18-year-old suspects.
Indiana on the southwest side. You already know how it's getting down on the southwest side of Indiana.
Fox 59's Jesse Wells spoke with the victim and has more on the shocking criminal history of one of the suspects.
The victim works for DoorDash and tells me he just finished making a food delivery to this apartment building behind me. As soon as he returned to his car, the victim was confronted by the two armed carjackers. Luckily, the victim cooperated and lived to tell the tale, which ended with a quick arrest. In this parking lot along Plum Drive Tuesday night, a food delivery driver dropped off his order and was ambushed by two men wearing black hoodies.
The one opened my passenger side door, pulled a gun on me, and said to get out of my vehicle.
Fortunately, Isaac recalls how he stayed calm and avoided being hurt.
I just put
Okay, Jess.
as I got out of my vehicle and backed away slowly.
According to this affidavit, 18-year-old.
I want you guys to pay attention to his eyes. You heard what I said? His eyes, what he got charged for. He ain't gonna get no better. This all he know.
Dominique Shockley and a 17-year-old suspect stole Isaac's car and phone. Police then tracked that phone, which led them to the suspects who were arrested on the east side following a chase that ended when the accused thieves crashed Isaac's car. IMPD recovered this gun thought to be used in the carjacking and praised the victim for his actions and assistance.
Absolutely, it's important to cooperate. It helps the police connect the dots, and it helps us get violent offenders on the streets.
See those eyes, Brian?
Only been out of jail for 4 days before the carjack.
Do you guys see this monster's eyes? You guys got to pay attention to this. He been out for 4 days. This all he know. Watch the next picture, what he holding.
The 18-year-old is allegedly part of a group called the Reapers that have been connected to dozens of business burglaries this year in Indianapolis. Shockley, seen in this picture posing with a gun, was charged with possession of a machine gun in May.
He's a member of a group called the Reapers. The Reapers ain't nothing. They on demon time, by the way. The Reapers are on demon time.
And was released this past weekend on a $4,000 cash bond.
This could have been prevented if he wasn't let out of jail. Like, he had a history of crime.
Despite that frustration, Isaac offered some good advice to both suspects accused of stealing his car.
Life is a very precious thing, and wasting it away like this is just so sad.
You heard that? Somebody said, where does he go to get a gat like that? Probably up the block to his homeboy crib. It's not hard to find them things. It's easy.
Finally, prosecutors have Isaac Shockley being held on a higher than standard bond pending the filing of formal charges against both he and his 17-year-old accused accomplice.
What is demon time? That means that they doing what they wilding out, but worse, doing crazy stuff. They trying to take a life. They doing what a demon would do. You know what I'm saying? They doing what a DEMON would do. They on that type of time. You get what I'm trying to say? What would a DEMON do? That's the type of time they on.
Jesse Wells, Fox 59.
I'm not the only one that said that heard them say that. They say that all the time. I'm on demon time. Be like, what? I don't even like hearing them say nothing like that because I'm on godly time myself. I'm on heaven time. I'm on Jesus time myself. I want to live. I want to be out here. I don't want to be protecting myself going into no lava because that's what you guys are doing. Praising them. That's where you're gonna wind up going. That's what they say. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. Period. Let's keep on going, you guys, because one of these Spurs fans is doing his own thing, and one of them really is not. If you think you gonna rip off my jersey, I'm about to hit you in the snot box. I gotta give it up for the San Antonio Spurs. One of their fans, I'm talking about this guy. I saw this video myself on my phone a couple of days ago. It made the news. I said, you know what, I'm sharing this. I'm talking about this guy looked like Shrek / Shaquille O'Neal, and he was not playing. He had on that jersey walking around, and a lot of New Yorkers was trying to get at him. You know the thing that was going on. They were like, okay, you lost the game. We're going to rip your jersey off. I don't know what his jersey was made of. I don't know what his heart was made of. But the same way he came to the game is the same way he left. Not one scratch, and fought 50 people. I'm not lying. At least 50. I'm talking about boop, 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 boop. I couldn't believe it myself. After a while, the whole crowd was scared of him. They left that man alone, started screaming at him from a distance. I'm not lying. This fool here, he don't look like not much of a threat, but I tell you one thing, I'd like to have him on my team any day. I'll take him before I take 5 other people. I'm not playing. I saw this video the other day. I was like, yo, homeboy got a bunch of people intimidated. Let's go. Yeah, they ain't messing with Shrek slash Shaquille. You won't be ripping his jersey. Why they not stepping up? What's the problem? That's like when you get them bears out there, 100 men against a silverback. How do you get socked, eat the punch, turn around, catch somebody with a 2-piece and a biscuit, and now you're going back to get this dude like nothing happened? Do you see this? Not a scratch on the jersey. I mean, literally like Godzilla, going to work. Boom, you got me on that one. Okay, come here. I'm talking about I would roll with him anywhere. Look how many people. And they all scared. They're scared of him. He said nobody want to stand and fight though. And then the police had to come get him. Yeah, he playing behind him, but Gramps would go to sleep messing with Shrek slash Shaq. I'm serious. Y'all see it's not a game. Look what he did when he turned around. He got up out of there, right? He wasn't doing all that when he had his back to him, right? He didn't even have to touch that one. Now police is like, we got to get you out of here. Yo, look at that. Just rule. Who want war, right? They can scream all they want. They can do whatever they want, but that man's hair is not out of place. Tell me that man ain't walking the same way he walking out. Now they want to turn it to something that got to do with the game. Nixon 5. Nixon 5. No, it was about to be you and 1 if y'all stepped to him. 2-piece and a biscuit. 2-piece and a biscuit. Right? Right, Faye? Look, they can do all that, but nobody step into Shrek slash Shaq. Nobody. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. When the police got to escort you from over 500 people, stop it. Talk about a security company. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not jipping you guys now. Don't think anything changed. It ain't nothing changed the whole way out. They literally had to push him back. And he like, meet me outside to 500 people. Meet me outside. Talking about we smoking your man. Nah, bro, New York, I'm sorry. Y'all took a Ellington on that. I'm talking about a Duke of Ellington. You took a Duke. Duke of L. They took a loss on that one. I'm sorry. I don't care what you call it. If that man want to start up a security company, all he got to do is show that video. Period. By himself. What do you mean, do I have a staff? Y'all ain't see my videos. Let's keep on going. You guys double tap that screen to get those likes up, because now we got a stray cat that I missed to show you guys the other day. Because not only am I a thespian, and I know stage right, and I know stage left, and I know stage front and stage back. That doesn't mean anything when it comes down to where's CJ the cat at? Where's Mark Dorfman at? Where all my cat lovers at? Because we have one of our furry little friends that thought that he could play Romeo. Oh, Romeo, where art thou, Romeo? You probably already saw it before, but why not play it again?
Viral video of a stray cat who stole the spotlight during a performance of Romeo and Juliet, or should we say, Meow. Clearly a flair for the dramatic. You're looking at video of the Imperial Russian Ballet Company performing in Turkey, and that cat cozies right.
Now he's staying in character to have a cat messing in your head like that. That remind me of when that guy said, "Damn, Gina, for you to be able to stand there with that headboard around your head, I'm gonna have to give you the job." For him to be able to do that with a cat playing in his hair while he's in the theater trying to do his role, that's a good. He stayed in character.
To Romeo.
Well, a little too much, maybe.
I think probably in a death scene, spoiler alert, and starts playing with his hair.
Spoiler alert.
All of this taking place during the ballet's dramatic final scene. The dancers played it cool. You see, he did not break character once. Turkey is known for its abundance of stray cats. So the ballet company says this is not uncommon to have random kitties just show up during their outdoor shows.
Like the cat is literally on the stage while they're acting. Like, come on, bro. Like, anybody know about a catastrophe? This is one.
Wake up, don't die on me now.
Wait, he dies?
Joyce, that's spoiler alert.
You know, get some Shakespeare on your cat.
Hard play Devin, you got a claw, you know.
Everything was fine until the cat coughed up a hairball.
Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. It's time. I know you guys are waiting for it, wanting it, and couldn't wait for it to get here. That's right, you guys. You did it, and it's all here for you. I did a special one for you today because I want to talk about attitudes. I want to talk about health and wellness. I want to talk about mental. I want to talk about that person. You know who it is. I'm going to go there first because I don't like to call people out without being an example. I used to date a narcissist. I used to date, what's that other one? A paranoid schizophrenic too. Hey man, she had junk in the trunk. Yeah, sometimes the crazy ones got that good. You already know how it is. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Don't get mad at me. It is what it is. The cuckoo ones, they got that cuckoo stuff down there. You know how it is. And yeah, we have to deal with it. Oh, you ain't know that I was crazy and deranged. Oh yes, I did. I know. But you know what? The stuff was good, so I wound up just dealing with it. And you guys know what I'm talking about. You dealt with it before. Whether it's a guy and he got the good, but he cuckoo, and you got the girl, but she got the good, but she's cuckoo. But in this sense, we're not talking about that. You know what I'm talking about. Let's go there, because in some senses, I'm the cuckoo one. But let's not go there, right? You guys know I'm not a narcissist. You guys know I'm a fair person. I hope you do know that. I strive to not be. And if I feel like I'm being that way, I call myself out. Who are you? You ain't better than nobody. That's right. I make sure I do that. Because everybody is on the same level. And if they work and try to get to what they got to get to, they can all make it as well. Let's look at it like that. But you guys, I know you know that narcissist. That might have been your ex. Might be somebody you hang out with. Might be somebody that you tell your ideas to and your dreams to. And for some reason, they always knock your idea down. No matter how perfect you tell it, they just don't want to hear it. And not only that, when you're trying to have a conversation with them, it seems like you're begging and you're pleading and you're trying to get through to them. And you could have all of the facts. You got proof, you got receipts. And only thing that they're really caring about is the fact that you're bubbling up and you're getting hot. And they're standing there like this. Because the truth of the matter is, they only really want your attention. You guys, I need to help you guys the same way we try to help you guys on other aspects. Let's help out in the mind and dealing with these people. Because, yes, people can cause, like I said earlier, they can cause you to get angry. They can cause your blood pressure to rise. You ever felt like you have to constantly try to prove yourself to somebody, but they don't never let you get a word in edgewise? So sometimes you might say something nasty to try to feel a certain way. They still don't take it the right way because they're a narcissist. Sometimes you might say, you know what? I'm going to get all of my receipts. And then when they say something, I'm going to lay it all out on them. They don't even care. You know what they do? They look at the fact that you wrote the receipts down like a waste of time. Just the fact that you're dealing with it, that's what they like. They want your attention. That's what they really want. You guys know what I'm talking about. Let me read some comments. The nuts, how they go, how they doing. Good is good. I'd rather be single. Well, what else we got? We all need love, facts, Boogotti. What do we got over here? I'm not just talking about your boyfriend or your girlfriend. I'm talking about that friend that you think is your friend that every time you tell an idea to, that'll never work. Why are you even worrying about doing something like that, man? I'm talking about that person that only thinks that they can do something. All they really want, like I said, is your attention. So they'll do anything to make you feel bad because that's getting the rise out of you. So now what you got to do in order to make yourself better with that so that you're not going crazy, so that you're not walking down that minefield that they got set up for you, because they love to do one thing, you guys, and that's gaslight. They like to find one little thing to gaslight you. And then they want to say, well, why are you acting like that, Colessive? Hey, Peace, why you acting like that? Yo, Tony, what's wrong with you? Meanwhile, they triggered you to act that way. You guys know what I'm talking about. We're talking about the narcissist, the person that doesn't really care about anybody but themselves. Let's get into our health and wellness section right now because I feel that it's health and wellness to teach and show each other how to not deal with that, how to stay away from it, and how to not let it into our souls and our bodies because it's part of stress. That could lead to high blood pressure. That could lead to aggravation. It could lead to much more. So we want to keep these people away, but we don't even have to do it a certain way. You don't have to be so outspoken about it. You don't have to yell at them. You don't have to scream because they know, and that's what they want. They want the attention. I done told you so many different ways. You can write it down and bring it to them. Got him to write it down. He must really care. Got him angry. Ha, he got some attitude coming out of him. That's what they want. So what you don't do to a narcissist, you don't feed them what they want. Let's go. 5 tactics narcissists hate the most. We're going to get into it, you guys. And we're going to let me tell you something when you're using these tactics. Don't let on that you know what's going on. Just play it out. And take your time to learn these practices because they're going to make you better against these types of people. Doesn't have to be your boyfriend, your girlfriend, a family member. It could be your boss. It could be somebody at work that no matter what you do, if you say A, nah, Colessive, it couldn't be that. Jesse, it's B. What are you talking about, Adam? It's X. You know what I'm talking about. Nothing you say is good enough for them. Let's get into it right now with our health and wellness section. 5 tactics of narcissists hate the most. Mr. No Plan A, that's the channel. After we're done, we're going to subscribe together. And also, it's going to be in the Discord. Let's go. Let's get into it, you guys. Let's do it.
Crazy. I need you to hear that before anything else. Because if there is a narcissist in your life, you are not crazy. I need you to hear that before anything else. Because if there is a narcissist in your life, they have spent a lot of time, quiet and patient, making sure you believe the opposite, that you are too much, that you are the dramatic one, that everything bad that happened was somehow, some way, your fault. And the terrifying thing, a lot of you believed it. For months. For years. Some of you are still believing it right now. But here's what actually happened. You were not broken. You were targeted. There is a difference, and that difference changes everything. Narcissists do not just stumble into your life and accidentally make a mess. They are strategic. They study you. They find the door that opens easiest, and they walk through it slowly, like they own the house. By the time you realize what happened, they are already sitting at your table.
When you have somebody off balance, you control them. You don't want to be controlled by a narcissist or anybody. We're going to go against that today. And we're not going to do it in a slick way. And we're not telling them. We're just going to learn and get better. Okay? Let's go.
Eating your food and telling you that you are lucky to have them. Today we are flipping the table. not with screaming, not with revenge, with 5 things that hit a narcissist.
Well, I got something for you today. Driving my mother-in-law crazy. That's what you're gonna do. Let's do it. Tony Wright, auto tech sucks. What you got? Adam Trebet says, I grew up thinking it was normal. You're wrong about that, brother, but it's okay to be wrong if we get in the solution. It was awful with Sky, but guess what? Let's do what we gotta do to get past this and learn it. Yep, my mother did that to me for years. We just don't talk anymore. It's just not healthy for me. That's one way of going about it, Winter, but let's get more. Let's go.
In a place they never expected. 5 things that do not look dangerous from the outside, but will completely dismantle the hold they have on you.
Let's go.
And I'm saving the most important one for last.
Let's go.
Not because it is the most dramatic, but because it is the quietest. And quiet things, as you are about to find out, are exactly what a narcissist cannot handle. Number 1, the gray rock they never saw coming. Think about the most boring thing you have ever seen in your life. A gray rock sitting on the side of the road. Nobody picks it up. Nobody photographs it. Nobody talks about it. It just sits there, existing, completely unbothered, completely ignored. That is your first weapon.
Gray
Now, here's
rock.
something that most people get completely wrong when they are dealing with a narcissist. They think the goal is to win, to say the right thing at the right time.
You've been trying that for a long time. It's never going to work. You've tried that already. Even if you're right with a narcissist, they're going to find a way to flip it backwards. How do you get around that?
To finally get the narcissist to understand, or admit, or apologize. So they try harder. They explain more. They bring receipts. They make their case with more passion and more detail than ever before. And every single time, it makes things worse. Not because they said the wrong thing, but because they said anything at all. A narcissist does not want your explanation. They want your energy. They want to see your face change. They want to watch you scramble.
How many times you there just like, I know I told you certain things that I need you to come pick this up at a certain time. We got this bill that need to be taken care of. And they looking at you like, yeah, well, I already told you what I got to deal with or whatever. And they're not even caring. They don't even care about what you got what you have going on. Or they will just look at you like and laugh, or because they want to gaslight you. They want more anger out of you. The emotion is the gas that they want. They want you to give them that energy. That's what we got to cut off. Stop giving them that energy. And there's a certain way we do it so that they don't even notice. Let's go.
The content of what you say means nothing to them. The fact that you are responding, that you are activated, that you care enough to argue, that is the whole meal. So, what happens when you become a gray rock? When someone asks you a loaded question and you say, I am okay, in the flattest voice imaginable, when they poke at you and you give them nothing, not coldness, not rudeness, just absolutely nothing interesting to grab onto.
So we're not talking about being slick or setting it up so that they know that you're already working it up, that you're already doing something. We're talking about a practice that we build up here. A gray rock where it's like, yeah, I'm all good, it's no problem, whatever. They can't understand that. What's going on with such and such? Oh, I don't really know, but I hope it gets better. Oh, what's going on with that? Yeah, well, life is life, man. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? A gray rock. Let's go. Don't let nothing stick to you.
They get bored, and a bored narcissist leaves. That is not a maybe. That is science. The gray rock is not about punishing them. It is not about making them feel bad. It is about starving them out. Because what they are hungry for is a reaction, and you just close the kitchen.
Close the kitchen on what they want. Don't give them what they want, and don't let them know what you're up to. Let's show you ways how not to let them know what you're up to. Let's go.
Number 2, the question they cannot answer. Here's a scene that might sound familiar.
Watch this.
You are in the middle of a conversation. Something feels off. They said something that does not add up, or they changed the story from last time, or they are blaming you for something and the logic is so twisted you can barely follow it. And instead of pointing it out, instead of saying, wait, that makes no sense, you go quiet. Because the last time you questioned them, it turned into a 2-hour war.
So you don't even want to question, even though you know they're wrong, you just be like, you know what? I'm going to just let this mother just keep on going. I'm going to just let them go. Watch this, though. There's a way to get through this, and you're going to love it because the solution makes more sense than what you normally been doing. Open your mind up to changes. Watch.
Somehow ended with you apologizing. So you swallow it. Again. Now let me show you something different.
Here we
Not
go.
a fight, not a confrontation, just one sentence. That is interesting. Can you help me understand that better? That is it. That is the weapon.
Yeah, well, you don't never do nothing on time. You this and you that, whatever. You hit them with, damn, that's interesting. Can you help me understand that more better? What the hell would they do when you said that? You never did nothing like that before. That's gonna have them like, whoa. Well, and then they're not gonna be able to explain it because it's BS, right? And if they are, they're gonna actually teach you something that you probably didn't even know before anyway. At least you learn something. No matter what, you're gonna win because you got them to explain. Now you flip it back on them.
When you ask a narcissist to explain themselves clearly, slowly, and out loud, something happens that they are completely unprepared for. Their own story starts falling apart in real time because their stories are built for speed. They are designed to be thrown at you fast, so you react before you think. Slow it down, and the whole thing unravels.
There you
You
go.
are not accusing them. You are not attacking them. You are simply asking them to be clear, and they cannot be because their version of events was never meant to survive close inspection.
There we
Keep your
go.
voice curious.
There we go.
Keep your face neutral. Ask it like you genuinely want to understand.
Keep your voice neutral and your face clear so that they don't look at it like, don't be all of this, don't do all the attitude stuff. Just, that sounds interesting. Like, can you explain it to me better? That's gonna make them like, oh, this motherfucker didn't give me a bad reaction normally. I'm sorry about that. They normally give me a bad reaction. They normally do whatever. So you know what? Yeah, it's gonna throw them off. Let's keep on going. Let's go.
Because here's the beautiful part. If they actually have a reasonable explanation, you will learn something real. And if they do not, you will know that too. Either way, you win something. This one question hands all the pressure back to them without you raising your voice once. Number 3, the record they cannot erase. There is a specific kind of pain that comes from being told your own memory is wrong. Not just disagreed with, not just questioned, but flatly, calmly told that the thing you clearly remember did not happen, that you heard it wrong, that you are remembering it wrong, that you have a habit of twisting things.
How many times you been dealing with a narcissist that said, I never said nothing like that? Why you making up stuff? Nah, I ain't never do that. Or just blaming you for the thing that you know that they did, but they want to flip it back on you. Or you say, oh, well, you been cheating on me, whatever like that, whatever. You know why you saying that I've been cheating? Because you probably been doing it yourself. They try to flip it right back on you. Don't go for that and don't even set yourself up for that. Let's find out ways around that crap.
Of making mountains out of nothing, of seeing problems that do not exist. And the worst part is, you're back to
Or you always making a big scene out of nothing. You always doing this. You always doing that. You're always to blame. Let's go.
Without you raising your voice once.
See?
Number 3, the record they cannot erase. There is a specific kind of pain that comes from being told your own memory is wrong. Not just disagreed with, not just questioned, but flatly, calmly told that the thing you clearly remember did not happen, that you heard it wrong, that you are remembering it wrong.
No, it's your lying eyes, Jeffrey. You don't know what you're talking about. It's about your lying eyes, Whiskey. What are you talking about, Purple? You must be mistaken.
You have a habit of twisting things, of making mountains out of nothing, of seeing problems that do not exist.
And that also shows you that they don't care about what you're saying and how you feel, because they're making the way that you feel about things seem minuscule by the way that they're talking down on it, when they should be respecting what you have to say.
And the worst part is that after long enough, you start to wonder if they might be right. This is not a communication problem. This is not two people with different perspectives. This is a deliberate strategy with a name, gaslighting. And it works because it...
How many times you guys use the word, know the word, or have been gaslighted? Don't let them gaslight you, because that's what they want.
Targets the one thing you trust most, your own mind. So here is what you do. Not confrontationally, not even with them in mind at first. You simply start keeping a record for yourself. A note in your phone. A journal beside your bed. A voice memo recorded quietly after a conversation ends. You write down what was said, when it was said, how it made you feel. You do it the same way you would track something important at work, factually, consistently, without drama. What this does over time is remarkable. Your own clarity comes back.
I gotta say these words because you guys are on point. You must have dealt with these people before. They always talk down on it. Making assumptions is making stuff up in their heads that isn't true. Just lies causing problems is gaslighting. What else you guys got for me? Whiskey. They add words to what you never said. Yes, they do it all the time. Winter Rising said that my mother kept me and my friend's family not to trust me. They didn't really know me. I've had these same friends for 30 years. We've lived in different states. She doesn't know me. Let's keep on going. See, but that'll make you think, but because that's your mother, whatever's opinions about her that she says other people actually believe that and they'll believe her. So I know what you mean. Oh, my boss and his girlfriend. Yep. They know too much. They know too much. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that won't succeed. Yes, exactly. That won't succeed. They're going to knock down your ideas. Exactly. Let's keep on going.
Because every time you write it down, you are telling yourself that your experience was real, that it happened, that it was worth remembering. And when they later try to rewrite it, you have the receipt. You never have to show them. You might never need to.
So what you guys need to do is actually write down some of this stuff on your phone. After you have this interaction with these people, write it down in your phone. This is the interaction I just had. This is what happened. You know why? Because now after these things happen, you're going to start seeing a list of different things that's happening. And you know what that list is really trying to say? You ain't crazy. You ain't crazy. This is really happening. And when you write it down, it gives you a mental as well as a physical remembrance of what's going on here. You're not crazy. It's really what's going on. You're dealing with a narcissist. Let's go.
This record is not a weapon pointed at them. It is a shield protecting you from the slow erosion of your own truth. And once your truth is protected, the gaslighting stops having anywhere to land. Before we go any further, if this is landing somewhere real for you right now,
Let's go.
take a second and subscribe.
Let's go.
Drop a comment that says, I see clearly now, because we will personally reply. And what is coming in the next two tactics is the part that most people in your situation were never told.
These are my favorites. The last two of my favorites. Let's go.
Number 4, the invisible exit they never noticed you building. There is a reason narcissists do not want you to have close friends. There is a reason they make small comments about the people you love.
How come they do that? I used to have a friend that was a narcissist that was like, yo, how come you hang with these people? Blah, 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 blah. You shouldn't be around that person. You're better than them. You ever hear that before from some people? Or did you used to talk to her or something like that? That and that and that and that. You know what I'm saying? Why you be having them over here? Y'all must be doing something. You know what I'm saying? Also watch out for that person because that person could be doing something to you on the side too. A lot of times my mama told me when somebody blaming you for something and you know you're not doing it, watch them because they doing it. Let's go.
Nothing too obvious, just a quiet word here and there. That friend is using you. Your sister does not really have your back. Those people do not understand you the way I do.
That's what they want,
Each comment
Vincenta.
sounds almost reasonable.
Wait a minute. We got to get back to this. These people don't understand you the way that I do. They want you to be only for them.
4, the invisible exit they never noticed you building. There is a reason narcissists and they make small comments about the people you love. Nothing too obvious, just a quiet word here and there. That friend is using you.
Because they know that that person is actually your support system. You're stronger with your friends around you that love you, that actually laugh next to you. When they come out and you at the little party and you over there with your friends and you guys are dancing and you guys are not paying 100% to him or her, they don't like that. Narcissists want to be the center of attention. Tell me I'm wrong. Let's go.
Your sister does not really have your back. Those people do not understand you the way I do. Each comment sounds almost reasonable on its own, but together, over time, they add up to something very specific. Isolation. Because a person with a full life, full of people who love them and activities that light them up, is a person who can leave. And a narcissist's greatest fear is not losing you. It is losing control of you. Those are completely different things. So here is what you do. Slowly, quietly, without making it a moment. You text back the friend you have been distant from. You say yes to the family dinner you kept skipping. You sign up for the class. You pick up the hobby. You find one small thing each week that belongs only to you.
And you create that world so that they don't have a whole bunch of 100% control over you. And now when they see that network and they're not the center of your attention, it's going to kill them. It's going to eat them up.
That has nothing to do with the narcissist and cannot be touched by them. You are not running away. You are not making a plan. You are just living your life.
All right, Jordan.
Like you always had the right to. But here is what is actually happening underneath that. Every new connection you make is a door out of the trap. Every person who knows your real story is a witness. Every part of your life that has nothing to do with the narcissist is a piece of yourself they can never hold hostage.
So what he's trying to say, the narcissist is now losing power. The narcissist is now losing control because now you're taking over your life and you're extending and you're meeting with other people. This person doesn't even have that much control over you anymore. It's just whatever at this point. Get out there and do other stuff and stop giving them so much control. Let's go.
The narcissist will notice something shifting. They will not be able to name it exactly, but they will feel it. the grip loosening, and that feeling, for them, is more threatening than any argument you could ever start. You do not have to fight your way out. You simply have to grow your way out, bigger than the cage, until the bars just do not reach you anymore. Number 5, the thing nobody talks about.
Why stay with somebody like that? Because mystical Calvin, many people think that they're in love. And sometimes that sort of love, it's like abuse/love. It's sad because it's like you're kind of used to being treated bad by someone that should love you, if you really think about it. Let's keep on going, y'all. Double tap that screen. Let's get those likes up. This is the last one. Let's get it.
Everything we have covered today is real. Every tactic works. But this last one is different. Because this one is not about what you do around a narcissist. It is about what you finally stop doing inside yourself. Here it is. Stop trying to make them understand. I know, that sounds simple, maybe even obvious. But listen, because this is the one that takes the longest and costs the most. When something unfair happens to us, our instinct is to seek understanding. We go back, we explain again. We find better words.
There you go.
Write the message, delete it, rewrite it. We have the conversation in our heads 100 times.
How many times you try to let me write this down the right way? Let me get my receipts and my proof. They don't care about that. They don't care. The fact that you spending time on it is what they care about.
We think if we could just find the right way to say it, something would finally click for them. Some light would turn on. They would see what they did. They would feel something. They would change. That hope, that specific hope, is the chain. Because a narcissist cannot give you the understanding you are looking for. Not because they are incapable of understanding, but because your understanding serves them nothing. They already know what happened. They know exactly what they did. The performance of not knowing is what keeps you coming back to explain it
There
again.
you go.
Every time you...
What do you mean? What are you talking about, Winter? Vincenta, what are you talking about? Tony, what are you talking about? And not only that, but they be having attitudes like this, like what are you talking about, El Giordano? Like, what are you talking about? You get what I'm saying? Kendra, what are you talking about? Just gaslighting you, just not even wanting to really acknowledge what you're trying to say. Men and women, those narcissists out there, you guys, yeah, they downplay you like you're a pea or something.
return to make them understand, you are telling them that their approval still has power
Every time you return to make them understand, you're giving them approval power.
over you, that you still need something from them. And as long as you need something from them, they have you. The day you genuinely stop needing them to understand is the day the whole thing collapses. Not because you got revenge, not because you won the argument, but because you quietly, finally, took your need back.
There you go,
You
Kendra.
stopped standing at a door that was never going to open, and you walked down the street and found a door that opened wide and warm and easy.
You stopped standing at a door that wouldn't open. You walked down the street and you looked at other doors that are open even better. Why? It's because you started getting out. You see that? Look how you act when the handcuff comes off. You ain't in no more control. Look at this.
The day you genuinely stop needing them to understand is the day the whole thing collapses. Not because you got revenge, not because you won the argument, but because you quietly, finally, took your need back. You stopped standing at a door that was never going to open, and you walked down the street and found a door that opened wide and warm and easy.
There you go.
That is the shift. That is what they cannot handle. Not your anger, not your distance, your peace. The sight of you genuinely okay, genuinely not waiting for anything from them anymore. That is the thing that ends it. Every time. Let me leave you with something honest. None of this is fast. A narcissist did not build their hold on you in a day. It was slow and careful, and done in such small steps that you never saw it as it was happening.
They were working on us. They were finding out information. The way that we date and meet somebody, even if it's a friend, they find certain ways in. They find certain things that they can do. Oh, he got a little argument going on with that sister. Okay. That brother over there got that going on. So all they got to do is add a little sabotage over there, mix up something over there, and now they got you under their control. Because all they really want is people to be loving them, and they want to be the center of attention. I've known a lot of narcissists, and it seems like they have the people around them addicted to wanting to give them what they want. If you're standing back and you can really look and observe these things like I used to, I'm standing back and I'm watching this guy like, yo, remember that van you had and this and that? And I'm looking at the dude just like downplay him. I'm like, yo, bro, like, you're not understanding what's going on over here? This guy's a narcissist. He loves what you're doing. You're just playing to his, you're feeding his ego. Let's go.
Undoing it takes the same patience. It takes you choosing yourself again and again, in small moments when it would be easier not to. But here is what is also true. You are already doing it. The fact that you searched for this video, the fact that you are still here, that is not nothing. That is your mind fighting for you, even when the rest of you felt exhausted. Become the gray rock they cannot excite. Ask the questions that slow their stories down. Keep a record that protects your own truth. Build a life too big for them to contain.
You know, you're really building that record for your own truth so you can actually go back to that and look at all the things that they did so you can really get a good sense of closure or understanding that it's not you.
And let go of the need for them to ever understand you. Not for them, for you, completely for you. The version of you that existed before all of this, they are still there. A little quieter, maybe, a little more careful, but still there. Still worth finding again. Go find them. If this reached you today, share it with someone who needs it. And watch the next video, because we are not done yet.
Yes, you guys, and you know how we do it around here. I know a lot of people, where's this video? Because you know what that means to me? That means that you guys got a lot out of it and that you like what we saw. So anytime I see people like, what's the name of this video? Where can I find it? That lets me know that. Guess what? You need to become a member of the Our Bottom Line Discord. Why? This is not the only video that you're going to find over there. We do this every single day. And if you want to be able to look through a whole bunch of good health and wellness videos, go join the Discord and look for Our Bottom Line. And we're going to go ahead and give you that invite. You'll be able to come on in, be a part of the family. Go ahead and get messages going back and forth because it does not stop here. You see all of that texting going on? That goes on in the Discord. We have a great family over there. You guys need to go join Discord, Our Bottom Line, where this video is going to be in the next 10 to 20 minutes. And the one from yesterday is there too. But this name of this video, just in case you guys don't want to join the Discord, you still want to play hardball, no problem. Go look at it by yourself. But here we go. 5 tactics narcissists hate the most. Again, 5 tactics narcissists hate the most. Mr. No Plan A. That's it. MR No Plan A. That's the name of the channel. Again, Mr. abbreviations, No Plan A. And again, 5 tactics narcissists hate the most, which will be on the Discord. Hopefully you guys got some great information out of that because you know what? That's what I wanted to do today. I wanted to make sure that we get you guys some good info, some good substance that we're going to actually be able to use. And health and wellness is also about protecting yourself from certain people, certain types of people, and protecting your what? Your mental wellness. That's right, you guys. So it is health and wellness. If you've got ideas for the health and wellness section, email us at bridgethisllc@gmail.com. That's bridgethisllc@gmail.com. Come on, you guys, let's keep it going because we got love, exciting and new. Not talking about a relationship. I'm talking about good, wholesome, clean people that you never expect to have good, wholesome love for each other. 2 different people, 2 different walks of life. They just happen to meet each other on the scepter. We got an employee who surprises a student with a graduation card. What do you guys think about this? We don't just go into the animals all the time. We talk about other stuff too. So let's go. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. Proud of you.
It was my freshman year when I first met Mr. Bill riding the subway from City Hall to Central High School. And I'd always seen him saying hi to everyone, being super friendly, having conversations with a bunch of different people. He'd tell me, oh, the subway's gonna be here in 5 minutes when I'm stressing about being late to school.
Bob Stores, I operated a train for 35 years. Have a good day. And transferred over to the Broad Street line as a station assistant. And in fact, this is where I met Ilana.
We obviously talked about exciting things going on in our lives, and he knew that I was graduating. And then one morning I came down the subway steps and I expected just to talk to him like any other day. And then he pulled out a card.
It was a special day. I wanted to congratulate you, and I wish you all the best.
I was so happy. I literally got back on the subway and I started like crying and I sent my friends photos of it.
There's nothing you can't accomplish. I'm happy and proud of you.
So I went home and that weekend I wrote him a very nice card in response and got him a gift that he can give to his wife because he's always telling me stories about his wife. All the students know and love you, and you make my morning commute so amazing and make me feel cared for and safe.
It was a heartwarming card. I didn't expect it, and I was touched. I was truly touched by it.
You know, my mother always liked the the cards that we made more than the ones that we paid for. So I guess she understands that. She made that card herself. I know that's a much more appreciated card than a Hallmark. That's right, you guys.
So right now I'm at the Kimmel Center for graduation and to wish her all her best in going to college.
Thank you so much for coming.
You are so welcome. You're so welcome.
Later this year, I'll be attending the University of Pennsylvania, and I'm currently undecided. So I will definitely see him when I go from City Hall and pay him some visits. Yes, I will always remember Mr. Bill.
It was a pleasure meeting you as well. Yes, you're so welcome. This past May 16th made it 40 years for me. Next year, I'm going to retire. There's a lot we can do other than just make sure they get from point A to point B. You know,
You heard that?
talk to the people that we see every day. We can encourage them because you never know what somebody's going through. Sometimes just saying hello or just listening to what they may have to say can go a long way.
That's what I'm saying. A good story right there from two people from two different walks of life that you never expect to be together. That's right, you guys. That's right. And another person that you may not ever expect to be in your backyard. A mango munching monkey. Come on, you guys. You know how we do it around here. Dogs, cats, horses, goats, snakes, alligators, all types. But yes, in this backyard, how did it happen? We got a thief, and it happens to be a mango munching monkey. Come on, you guys. Let's go. Let's do what we do. And this is how we do it. Let's get it.
Oh boy, Fort Lauderdale residents, be on the lookout for a mango thief, described as small, furry, and having a long tail.
Who doesn't love mangoes? But it might be swinging by your neighborhood. And by the way, it also likes bananas. Yes, a monkey's on the loose, and Ariadne is on the trail.
Yeah, Mr. Bell done seen some down in that train station, right, y'all?
Riverside Park. NBC6's Ariadne is here.
This is crazy. Watch this. Watch this.
Well, guys, you know what? In this neighborhood, they're used to seeing manatees, dolphins, raccoons, iguanas around here. Monkeys, not so much. And this is where the case of the missing mangoes started. Our former NBC colleague, Kerry Sanders, noticed he had some bare branches in his tree. So he tried to peel back that mystery, and it didn't take Sherlock Holmes to figure it out.
Who lost their monkey?
The thief isn't even trying to hide. It's just monkey business as usual. Kerry Sanders thought it must have been an iguana munching his mangoes.
Then I came out and I couldn't believe what I saw. Stealing our mangoes, eating right there. A monkey. This is bananas.
You could say the neighborhood is going ape. How cool is it to see a monkey in your backyard?
Very cool.
6-year-old Maya Saib said the unexpected guest, a vervet monkey, freaked her out a little when she took the banana right from her hand.
Because it's very cool and I've never done that in my whole life. Well, that's the crazy thing I ever done.
Oh, she's in the back patio.
Everyone here, it seems, has a monkey tail.
We put out a banana and she found it and she peeled it and enjoyed it and then walked back over right next to me and ate the other half. And
What do you think?
went on her merry way.
That's like crazy, right?
It really was.
I love these. Eat that, y'all.
The folks at the Dania Beach Monkey Sanctuary know the wayward animal. They rehab injured monkeys here. And they say the Sailboat Bend vervet visitor is a runaway from the wild colony that lives near the sanctuary and visits every day.
Your little bachelorette gallivants is what I'm calling this.
Dr. Missy Williams runs the sanctuary and says it's unheard of for females to leave the colony.
I was very surprised to see that this was a female that had left the wild population. So we're really not quite sure what sparked her to leave her social group.
She left her prime mates for the single life.
So I think the big question is it just one? Or is there more? Is there a tribe? And my fear is, if there are more, it will be monkey see, monkey do.
That guy, simply the best at stealing the puns that I wanted to use myself in the story. Now, Dr. Williams says if you come across this vervet monkey, don't feed it. That's a bad idea. But do take pictures and send them to the Dania Beach Monkey Sanctuary so they can try to track this animal. They're hoping to entice it back to its wild colony. We're live in Fort Lauderdale. Our Riyadhs are NBC6 News.
And yes, that was a dad joke. Monkey see, monkey do. Come on, you guys. Y'all know better than that. And also, you know what? If you're trying to get your promo going on, get your business out there to more people, all you got to do is send your promo over to us at bridgethisllc@gmail.com. It's got to be in a 1080 by 1080 size frame in order to fit in the post notification area, you guys. Also, that's right, we still working on it. We got a lot going on. We tried to close some stuff up yesterday, but we had to deal with some banking stuff. So yes, we're still getting on to that Show Your Talent search. This is the one that we're doing in Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island. And one person from here is going to be able to be a part of the Show Your Talent search. Whoever wins will be receiving, boom, $250. That's right, all 6 people. After we get them all together from all boroughs and one person from here, we're going to make them compete for $1,000. That's right, you guys. Sponsored by Big Drip Hard Punch, and your boy Boogotti NYC will be one of the hosts, along with my DJ Don Dada, formerly of Black Ink Crew. And we've got another special guest that we're going to have part of the shows as well. I'll be announcing that very soon, you guys. It's going to be real wavy this summer, I'll just tell you that. Also, check this out. You guys want to be a part of the Show Your Talent search where you can win up to $1,250 starting at $250. All you got to do is go over to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. That's 2 G's and 2 P's. Again, you want to be a part of the talent show, just going over to the website, put your email address in, and we're going to keep you posted on where we're going to be at. Once we get there, you just pull up and let's see what talent you got. And if you win, boom, you're going to get $250 right on the spot. And you'll be the winner of that borough. Once we get all of the boroughs taken care of, guess what? You guys are going to compete against each other. And if you want to get lit, like Miss Swanza always says, I got it before you this time, Miss Swanza. Kind of felt that you're about to say it. But if you want to get lit, you got to drink Big Drip. That's what you got to do. 14% alcohol by volume, comes in the 12 ounces. So all you guys really need is 1 can. It's really good. Trust me, Miss Swanza already knows, and she tried it. So guess what, you guys? It's Friday. I don't know if you guys got to work tomorrow, or I don't know what you're doing tonight, but we're going to be right back here tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock. But we're not getting out of here until we do what? We got to get those prayers in the air. We got to get those prayers in the air. I want to ask you guys, let me know. Have you had a good time today with your boy Boogotti NYC at Our Bottom Line? Did you get a lot from the health and wellness section? Again, if you feel as if you want to add to the health and wellness section, please feel free to email us at bridgethisllc@gmail.com. We love all different content, and we find a way to make it work, especially when it's something about health and wellness. I want to pray for every single person here for your health and wellness, for you to have a fantastic day and stay safe. Have a beautiful lunch, get home safe. I want you to have a great time with your families, and all you guys to be safe. I'll see you right back here for 6 o'clock in the morning. But we got to get those prayers in the air for everybody here, Colessive. We got to pray for Vincenta. Also got to pray for Jeffrey Spilker, Tony Wright. Also can't forget about Colessive, Batty Lynn. Also Batty Lynn, and who else we got? Jeffrey Spilker. Guy, thank you so much for coming through. Jonathan Burks. We've got Sweet RV Adventures showing up and showing out all the time. There you go, Sweet RV. We appreciate you. Do you got a decal for that RV? Let me know. Do you have a keychain for that car, for those keys? Let us know. El Jardero. Who else we got? AJ, Colessive, Miss Swanza. Who else we got up in here? Nancy, got to pray for you as well, Miss Swanza, Turbo Munch. VG5P, Adam Trebet, Alex Trebet. How you doing? Thank you so much. I'm glad that you guys enjoyed the show. Jonathan, also AJ. Who else we got in here this morning that we got to get those prayers in the air for? I love your name, Mary Tanner. So you know we're going to say your name, Mary Tanner. Can't forget about my brother, Jordan Dowdy. Did you know that we prayed for you this morning, my brother, even though when you weren't here? Just so you know, we do need a decal for the RV, baby. Okay, send that address and we got you. Just let me know. It's Sweet RV and I got you. I actually got a lot of love for you. I love the way you always chime in. Don't think that we don't pay attention. Your name is cool too. Hello, everyone. Love you all. Who else we going to show some love to? Rochelle. Can't forget about Mark. El Jadero, G-Man. Can't forget about Jordan Dowdy, my brother. Mark Finley. Can't forget about Sam Champion. Mark Dorfman. Winter Rising. Jeffrey Spilker. Can't forget about Angel angels among us, liberty and justice, Casey Ramos, Sam Champion, Mark Dorfman, all of our family members, 55 Coffee House, Lisa Roy, gotta show you massive love as well. Money Tree, come on, I'm glad you came up in there so I can see. Hey, yo, Money Tree. Yeah, I need them. Send them over. I don't know if you sent some before, but if you got any health and wellness, you the man. By the way, Money Tree gets nothing but love. Joshua Tree. And we got some mail coming out to you as well. God bless you too, my brother. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. Christine, can't forget about you. Purple Mastery, who is making a very strong name for yourself. I keep on seeing purple. And when I see a name, that means that you're doing something good, especially when other people keep on saying your name. Stay down and stay with us. We really appreciate you. Just Joy, Tony Wright, and El Jaderon. Also want to pray for myself, Boogotti NYC. I want to pray for health for all of us, and I want to pray for understanding. Amen. And y'all know what that means, right? Y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came in to chill with me, I appreciate you. So until 6 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, what are we gonna do? You guys are gonna meet me right back here for the #1 show on YouTube. Because guess what, Liberty? We only got 20 more days of and then what are we gonna do? In 20 days, what is Boogotti gonna do? He's gonna walk up to the stage and he's gonna say, give me that mic back, because we own this. We're #1 in that 6 o'clock slot. It don't matter what they tried to do. You see that? See, against all odds, no matter what they try to do to us, they can keep a good man down. They will never ever take our crown. So guess what's happening? Their hearts are beating. When is Boogotti and our bottom line stepping up? They got 20 more days. We know how they were before they had that situation. What are they gonna do? I'm gonna tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna get worse, meaning better. We're gonna be even tighter with our shows. And now we're introducing that we're changing the spotlight segment to a separate episode for the health and wellness section. So you guys, maybe once or twice a week in the evening, we're gonna have a separate health and wellness section. I want to see you guys at nighttime now. Let's do it. So I tell you guys like that. We're gonna keep on evolving with the show. They say that once we come out of this suppression, we're gonna be even better than before. I got this information from AI as well as YouTube. They said due to the fact that you kept on pushing, you've actually got 700 to 800 more subscribers while we tried to suppress you. That means that by the time you come out of this, you're going to be probably doing double what you did before. So you guys, you see what I'm trying to tell you? When you keep on pushing, you keep on going against the grain, they can't stop you. They got their hands on top of our heads right now, but we still got the momentum. We're still #1. Once they let us go, we're still going to be in that same slot. They're just slowing us down. Just keep on pushing, keep on grinding, and never let anybody tell you you can't achieve what you want. Keep on pushing forward in your heart, and as long as the man upstairs got your back and you showing love, you'll be all right. Understand that. It's your boy Boogotti NYC, and like I always tell you, y'all could have went anywhere. Fact of the matter, that shit came to Our Bottom Line, the #1 show on YouTube with the #1 co-host and the #1 family. I appreciate you. So until 6 o'clock in the morning, got him! See you guys Saturday morning for a whole new episode of Our Bottom Line. Love you. See you early. Let's go. Get him!